I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now. I just wanna have fun, turn around now, turn around now. I just wanna have fun, turn around now, turn around now. I just wanna turn around, dance, 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 dance. I just wanna clap, turn around, dance. I just wanna clap, turn around, dance.
Test. Is anybody not ready up for the lobby? If you're not ready up for the lobby, I need you to raise your hand, please. Test. We're waiting for one more to ready up in the lobby. One more.
And welcome into the one, the only, the best Fortnite tournament around. We are getting ready for 5 rounds of non-stop Fortnite action. I'm Ronamon Pidgey, this is Logan Summon, and we are getting ready for one of the best things that you are about to watch. Get your boogie bombs out and you better be dancing, because we are gonna be seeing some of these competitors here today be dancing on the competition and making moves. But first and foremost, I always gotta ask, Logan, how you doing today?
I am absolutely amazing, and I have to ask one more question. HyperX Arena, are you ready?
Yeah!
Yes, they are.
Out of the gate, they're open.
Oh,
wait.
boy. Evo is in town. They got their fisticuffs going, and we're about to get down a little bit of Friday Night Frags. Fortnite, baby. Let's go.
And we're already going forward with it. So we're going to be able to break down what's happening here today. So format rules, we got all the players here in the arena. They're going to be duking it out across 5 games. In each game, players will earn points based on placement and elimination. Capitalization on elimination, because they are so important to get throughout these rounds. A player's total tournament score will be the cumulative of all 5 games. So you can have a bad game 1, bad game 2, bad game 3, and you could still bring it all back home, especially with the bounty system on games 4 and 5.
And let's talk about that bounty system for a second. You may not be familiar with it, but it is awesome.
It really is. It has given so many players opportunities to come back and get themselves into the money, because top 10 players will be getting paid out here today. First place $250, second place $150, third $110, fourth $90, fifth $80, sixth $70, 7th through 8th $65, and 9th through 10th place $60. You have better odds making money here than going out there and wasting your money on those tables. So get your Fortnite practice on, and I was especially being able to walk down. It's always blows my mind to see that they got their keyboard sideways and they're going literally probably typing 150 words per minute.
Yeah, how fast can you type?
About 100 actually. I've kind of struggled because getting out of school, I don't have to type as much as I used to. So I'm around that 100-word mark. What about you?
Well, Hub only has 3 words, so or 3 letters, so I'm good with that. Anyways, it's down. I made myself laugh. All right, we are getting down. It's Fortnite. It's builds. By the way, that brings a whole different acronym to the whole game, right?
It really does, and it really is a huge game-changing difference between builds and no builds. I'm a no build Andy. It's how I got into the game. You can't shame me, but builds is still an impressive feat nevertheless, and I really do think that we're almost ready with all of the players already in the house here today, and nothing's really changed. The only things that are coming
all right, players, we're going to go ahead and start game 1. Parents, please, if you are next to your player,
oh my gosh,
away.
Finally, the Supermans are out.
We will be starting here very shortly.
Done, and we're going to be having a whole new Fortnite Battle Pass to come up. Even though I think like this one was probably the most solid season in a minute.
Yeah,
I like
it
the
has
weapons.
been. Yep.
I like the bosses. I like that they introduced Blitz Royale. That's a lot of fun. You check that out. It's like a 10-minute game of Fortnite. You can't beat it. Get your dailies done in 5 minutes.
Get me some rebirth, baby.
And get me into the battle bus.
Let's
here today.
go!
HyperX Arena. We are getting ready for match number 1. Let's hear you and let's get it started. HyperX Arena, are you still alive? There we go.
All right, hold on. Let me show you how it's done.
All right.
HyperX Arena, are you ready?
There we go.
That's how you do it. Thank the bus driver on your way down. Let's get to it. We've got 35 competitors dropping down. Get it.
34.
Oh, Echo is down.
Not even getting on the floor before they get sniped out of the air. Beautiful work by Zafu, and like I said, they're going to be dancing on the competition.
Very Amon Green of you.
Don't bring that up.
He's in here somewhere.
You didn't have to do it to him like that.
Dude, it's
down.
okay. He's got love for me. All right, so what are the best weapons that you can have in this iteration of Fortnite?
It is the Sentinel Shotgun. You want to be able to grab that out of the gate like that. You use code. Not going to say the name because I don't know how to pronounce the name. Shomnias, maybe. Shomnias, maybe.
Sure.
But you're going to want to grab that Sentinel Shotgun and then maybe one of those DMRs that we all know and love, especially when you get down to it. Being able to grab that Spire Assault Rifle is so insanely good. Got 50 bullets in the chamber. You can't argue with it. And all you need is a shotgun and a long-range gun. That's all you need.
All
and
right.
then some heals and mobility.
So why is the shotgun better than the SMG?
Because it just does more damage a lot faster. SMG, you got to get that little ramp. And when you're going against someone in builds, unlike no builds, you're going to get a wall right in front of you. And you know what? When you're trying to just hit someone for damage, and you got a wall in front of you, and you got to shoot, what, 10 bullets to equal 1 shotgun blast? You want the shotgun instead.
Yeah, shotguns, baby, you know what? They get it done. It's a shoddy like a melody in my head, just like Jason Derulo didn't say. All right.
I like that. All right. That was good. That was good.
Thank you. Very rarely do you give me compliments, so I will take
that. All the time.
Yeah, when we're not on camera?
Did you know it's opposite day? DPG back in the house. You will remember they're the father of basketball kid. Great to see them back. No skin, though. You know what? Going with another classic retro skin. No Superman in the house just yet. Remember, we got a little bit of bots going on, and especially when you're going against these fire bots, it's so important for you that Cruzier is going to get self-eliminated. If Raids and Beast back in the house as well. Great to see them. They wish you happy birthday the other last month. And thankfully, they didn't even come over and talk to you because that was a bad luck charm for themselves.
Yeah, well, I am a bad luck charm for a lot of people. The code word, getting it done right now, back up to almost 100% on everywhere. 67 right now is making their way in the world today. It's going to take everything they got. They're going to put out a little bit of shield right now.
We're going to be getting into our first build battle of the day. Let's see what 67 is going to be able to do. Just going to be running away from this situation, trying to make sure that the back behind is going to be nice and secure. Zafu going to be popping that truck right across the way. Got a little nice 1-by-1. Now goes being put up and taken down immediately, just taking away the staircase. You got to build a nice foundation like we're seeing now. Having now what we know more player battles. They are what you want to do once you get into these build battles, because if you're able to box someone in and control all the walls and edit those walls, you're going to be finding yourself with an easy elimination.
Well, those edits are so very important because we will be able to open up a window and put a shot through and then close that window. And that is so very... Oh my God!
Just like that, you're going to be seeing Zafu landing a huge shot there. Got that legendary outlaw, and they are going to be outlawing J Pizza, unfortunately, or J Piz, who knows. But we're going to be seeing 67 here against Zafu once again, trying to just get a little bit of a shot going. Like you said, trying to just, boom, go for a shot, close the wall, protect yourself, and then keep going back and forth from there.
We've got our 2 a.m. team back in the house tonight, by the way. Let's give them a little bit of love. Man, they've been showing up, showing out, and showing the rest of the competition exactly what they're made of. Now, I love this by Dog Boy, because we've seen this from Baka. You need to get up higher than everybody else. Shoot down condescendingly at the competition. But you need to be able to basically walk your way through the map on a higher level, correct?
Absolutely. Tunneling in and especially keeping yourself as safe as possible is such an important factor about, especially no builds. You don't got an overshield. You don't got that 50 extra shield to keep yourself safe like we're seeing 67 here. Unfortunately, you're going to get stuck against the wall as now they only got 22 HP.
From the window
to the wall!
To the wall! Skeet, skeet, y'all.
And we're going to be seeing, I believe that's it. Dog Boy maybe going down there, bringing us to 27 players left in this first round. But remember, if you didn't have a good first round, go say hello. Oh, to 67, who's now eliminated as well. But go say hello to David if you want to grab yourself some nice sodas or find a waiter to get yourself some amazing food here today. We got Chobros going to be now building themselves up into the high ground, going to be able to land a shot, but not a ton of damage coming out from that first bang. But here comes the switcheroo into that Spire rifle, gonna be able to land that elimination for themselves.
Switch it up and around. I came to get down, so get out your seat and jump around. We are down to 25 players out of our initial 35 right now.
Might be 24.
It might be 24. It's getting close.
You know what's funnier than 24?
23.
You'll watch SpongeBob one of these days.
No.
One of these days. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. We got, we got Snapchew going to go down. Code Wordy also finding themselves in elimination, bringing us to 23, as you may have predicted it, which was funnier than 25.
And funnier than all 4 seasons of SpongeBob put together.
No,
all right,
no.
Unger is back in the house. Unger is back in the house. Still with 0 kills right now, but backing themselves into a corner. And remember, Unger, nobody puts Unger in a corner.
No, they do not. Going to be able to pop that big shield, get themselves safe, and remember those Sky Islands, something you should prioritize, especially with that boss, because we saw how important these medallions are in this game.
They are, right?
They gave you additional speed bonus, let you go invisible, along with just allowing yourself to keep an advantage over the other competitors. They're going to be able to see now. Snapchew!
Ooh, Slim Queen goes down. Ginger snapped you. Literally, it's in the name.
And going to be able to reap the rewards here today, especially with that hero ranking. One of the big things, if you're going to be as aggressive as you're seeing right here, you're going to now, with that hero ranking, when it gets upgraded, it gives you that passive shield regen. So you don't have to get as many shields back. Gives you more boons as well, which are just little passives that stack up once you get those hero rankings, and you get access to better loot as well. Zafu, though, going into our next build battle, got a 2x2 fortress getting built in front of our eyes. Has the Outlaw on standby, which is another good shotgun, I do believe. But the difference between the Sentinel and the Outlaw's only got 2 shots, so you better make it work.
You've got to make it work. And right now, Zafu is making it work as they are putting together all of these builds, these edits. They're getting it through right now. I Hate July needs to be able to change their name to I Hate August.
True. Happy August 1st, Logan.
Yeah,
it's the first of the month.
Boom,
right?
boom,
Right.
boom.
Right. You know that one. You know that, right? With the dancing cows, right? No.
Boom, boom.
Yes. I Hate July, though, is going to be hating July that much more because it's not July, as they're going to be trying to keep themselves safe. Going to have that passive regen, but that's not going to be enough. Kazu jumps on in and says, is this seat taken? And going to be able to get that nice heals. One of the big things as well in this competitive mode, you see their health bar get regen off that elimination. A very nice little reward for you being a little bit more aggressive. Madden 24 is going down, and good thing, because Madden has not been good since God knows how long.
Well, it's been a long time. Code Word is still with us right now with 2 kills to their name.
Loadout.
18 competitors left of that 35. And Code Word has one of the best loadouts in the game.
Easily, but Sappy trying to live. 2 AM Zen, who's going to be getting shot out, unfortunately could not land that final bullet to put themselves into a 1 elimination situation. Sappy Foil, though, going to get their whole entire round struck it down, and 2 AM Zen gets their elimination taken away from them from Ginger Snaps. But now Breda V is going for that Spire fight, something that I've said is so important because they give you great loot. They give you heals, they give you some shields, along with potentially a very good weapon. So if you're going for those overworld bosses, it's a good thing to prioritize. Give yourself an advantage if you're able to.
Well, here's the thing. Would you want to drop next to one of those spears?
No, because you need a little bit extra ammo. They're kind of beefy, so you want to be able to give yourself a little bit of ammo before you run over there. They're pretty easy to destroy if they're not too bad, but you need the ammo to take them down.
And we've seen some of the competitors utilize those medallions so very effectively.
Oh, insanely, especially last week. We just saw every single person who potentially had that medallion that gave you that.
They won with the medallion every single round. You know what?
Because the speed, the jump, the move, the invisibility, it's a little bit a lot.
It's a little bit of a lot, and we're getting into it right now. Unger with a fight to the finish right now. Around and around we go. Where it stops, nobody knows.
Nope, we're going to be able to slide into that shield bubble, grab themselves the first elimination of the day, serving it up Gary's way, as we got Unger going to be able to grab, and capture that poor Superman sprite, but going to be able to get 3 dashes for their troubles. Very nice with that sidekick, and has the medallion with the dashes, and you're seeing why it's so insanely important to be able to grab said medallion to give yourself that invisibility, because it's really discombobulating, actually.
Well, Unger only has 1 kill. Talk about what the kills actually mean in this game.
The kills mean you get extra points, and then it puts you up the leaderboard a little bit higher as well, because Unger going to be at 2. So you got to be able to break it down, especially with our point total that we have here today and how the points break down in terms of placement. If you're aggressive enough and you have a bad second game, but you had like 5 eliminations, you're putting yourself in a way better spot than someone who's just trying to go for placements, especially with the format that we have here today. Going to be going after another Spire. We got Glock trying to reap the rewards from this, but like I said, they're a little bit beefy. It's going to take you a little bit of time to try and grab that, especially not having any overshields. You got to be careful that you're not going to be losing out on.
Are we in Tatooine right now?
Yes, we are. They did change this.
All right, good. Because I was going to say, why does everything always look like Tatooine, Star Wars?
Yeah, no, they didn't change that. And that was one of the big complaints for this season. They're like, why did you keep this POI for some reason?
Apparently everybody agrees with me because I'm hearing some talk out there.
We got Kata, though, going to be taking a little bit of damage, trying to blow some bubble gum, but not going to be able to grab any sort of... Actually, there... No, there it is.
They got shot out of the sky. Cat is down and out in Beverly Hills. 14 competitors left of our initial 35.
That's crazy. With only on on our fourth storm,
right?
is insane to see.
Dude, this is aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
That's what we're always talking about week after week, and we're finally seeing the confidence from people that you got to be able to just say, hey, if you see them running away from you, that should encourage you.
Chase them.
Exactly. To chase them and try to take them out, because if they're not looking for a fight, then that just means you have a better chance of winning said fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Life lesson, maybe?
Yeah, definitely life lesson. If your life is Fortnite, down to 13, Code Wordy gets another kill to their name. Texas out.
Going to be able to get those chug jugs. Everyone having a chug jug on standby, so they're going to be able to just pop this real fast and have another one from that elimination. So also, you got to realize, if you're going to be able to grab these eliminations, you get the equipment and you get the mats, you get everything back from just trying to take them out. And we're seeing Boring Glory not going to be able to zipline their way to safety here today. They went back and forth, back and forth.
Back and forth.
Looking like you, Logan, going on Fortnite. Just saying, the
no.
zipline's really fun, right?
All right, zip lines are fun, okay? Don't
Yes,
take that away from me. Basketball Kid is making some s'mores right now, sitting in a bush, very 70s of you.
Yeah, you know what? C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song, right, Logan? Come on, sing it with me. You know the song.
I don't know that song. How could I sing that?
You will one of these days.
Oh, I hope not. All right, user using one of the in-house game, usernames. I mean, it's right there in front of us, with one kill, sitting back, relaxing, taking their time. Ooh. Now, do you prefer, now that we're into the fourth storm and almost getting down to the fifth storm, 30 seconds left, do you prefer being passive or aggressive?
I really like being more aggressive early game, especially to reap the rewards and potentially getting better loot, refresh my mats. But towards the late game, you want to play it more safe, let other people eliminate other people, and then bring you to that top 5, where then you should start being a little bit more aggressive in your play style, because the point total breakdown is just kind of ridiculous once you get down to the lower end of these point totals.
Well, we're checking out Unger right now with 2 kills to their name. Remember, they won last week with 170 points. So Unger has to be the person to beat today.
Oh, 100%. They were very much in control. Not being so confident as they once were. And remember, we still got the Fortnite Championship Series going on. Yep. So there's a lot of competitors out doing that as well. But Unger looking to reap the rewards of that nice prize pool. Remember, it's $1,000 on the line. Wow. Week after week after week. So if you didn't do good this week, remember, you got next week, you got the week after that, you got the week after that. We're hosting these tournaments every single week.
It's over $50,000 a year playing Fortnite, kids.
Yeah, it's ridiculous with how much money we're giving out here at the HyperX Arena. And then tomorrow we're going to have Mario Kart World.
Yes, we will, man. I'm excited about it.
$700 prize pool for that. So if you want to be a part of the action and get a part of the competitive Mario Kart scene, please show up tomorrow. That's going to be at the same exact time
that it used to be.
Because we're trying to make that an earlier tournament, but then the Aces said, no, we want to have event parking. So we made it a little bit later.
I love the Aces, though. I'm so glad that they're playing. And you know what? I miss Plum. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Do you have love for the orange and white leather?
Yeah, I actually used to play basketball a lot when I was a youngin', especially at EOS before they got rid of the basketball courts. It was very sad days when they did, because I used to just literally play basketball in that half court for like from 10 to 4 during the summer. It was a lot of fun. And talking about basketball Kid trying to make some moves here today. Ron Crawdad, though, going to be keeping themselves safe in a nice little 1-by-1. Remember, you want to be able to control these walls so that you're able to go through these edits and try to maneuver yourself and get out of this very sticky situation. As this Lizard's not trying to stick to any walls or onto the ground as they're about to get squished. But the wall comes.
Oh my gosh, how did Rotten get it done? Well, Rotten has their work cut out for him right now. They've got 2 health booms. But man, they've got to make their way to the other side of that storm.
But
as
it
we
didn't matter.
check in
Zen
on clock.
took them down.
I know.
It's so sad. Zen going to have to make their way across the map. But Run Crawdad, what a reaction though.
Yeah, right?
Basketball Kid shot down the wall and then they were ready, and that's the argument. What's the difference between an SMG and a shotgun?
Well,
right there.
Right there is the difference.
Yeah, one shot taking down Basketball Kid, and then Basketball Kid had to lay in a lot more bullets. But now we got User working their way across these little outposts. And this is another strategy that people use, is to ride the storm. You're trying to just work your way around and maneuver yourself around these kind of outposts in these areas in the map, so that you're going to keep yourself extra super duper safe when you're just trying to wait for that top 5 situation and have the storm push you in together.
With only 10 competitors left, look, I'm trash when I play this. I love to ride the storm. I want to get those kills. But right now, these competitors need to stay at the top of their game. Figuratively and literally, they need to get up there. They need to be walking across the map with all of their maps, using them effectively, and having a great loadout like Kazoo does.
100%. Having that mythic Spire rifle on standby is so nice to have. Does so much damage to these builds. Along with that Sentinel, that legendary is going to be very nice as well. It's almost going to be able to one-shot with a headshot, 196 to the head. So you got to be a little bit more careful. And now we got the Yoink from Unger. Let's see if we're going to be able to see it in action. Very strong weapon as well. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Try to edit their way onto this left side. Slides right on down, but not going to be able to find much just yet. Trying their best to get through this protection, but not going to be able to find much. When the storm is getting this small, you're going to have a third party coming in, and Unger says, I do not want a piece of that just yet. It's only top 10. We still got a lot more time to go, but Zafu's time might be running out.
Yeah, Ginger Snap is about to get snapped if he's not careful, or they are not careful. Get it done. 3 kills to their name right now. But they have built themselves into a corner.
They really have, trying to find where they can go. When you get out-layered in these situations, you're trying to get up into their layer, but unfortunately, looking like that they don't really have a path to victory in this fight.
Don't.
So they got to be able to work their way across, try to find themselves another 1-by-1, and hope that they're going to be able to at least get an off angle and get some damage out. But unfortunately, they just got outbuilt, and they're just really waiting for an opportunity to get away from this situation. But I don't think Zafu's going to let them get away that easily.
No, it's not going to happen. And here we go, Zafu getting it done right now. A couple more shots, and we are done. Actually, you know what? The storm's going to do it for him.
Oh, got the Chug Jug.
Got the big Chug Jug. Getting it on, getting all of that health, getting all that shield. Pouring it on right now. Will it be enough, though?
No, I don't think so. They got a long ways to go, and with only 50 HP left, they're trying to chase the storm, but the storm's running away from them with the 5-tick. No, run! No! That's what happens sometimes when you get stuck in the storm. You forget the umbrella, and then you get sad, and you gotta wait for the next round to start.
Ginger Snap definitely got snapped right there. Glock to the max right now with 1 kill. Hopping, skipping, jumping, doing their thing, looking about.
Actually, I think it's 21 Moon X. I'm trying to think if
is that what you think it is?
It's got to be, right? Because I liked your name, and I was like, that's actually really funny. But no, I think it's 21 Moon X. I think.
Well, you know what? They don't get to tell us.
No, they don't. They don't tell us nothing. But once again, they have a really great loadout. Also has the Raven on standby. You're going to be seeing that be the #1 mobility item other than the medallion here today. And you're seeing them slide like they're on ice skates right now. 21 Moon X trying to fight for their life, but going to get third party. We got Prey to Beast right across the way. Going to be able to land some traps there. Remember, they got that Mythic Spire. It does a lot of damage to these walls. But when you're putting up bricks, you got to get the big bad wolf to get those walls down.
I huff and I puff and I blow those walls down, Pidgey.
That's what Unger is saying right here, right now. Going to try and pop that Chug Jug. Not going to utilize it just yet. Only 8 HP down. But remember now, if they do have a legendary Sentinel, that's kill range, but going to be able to pop that Chug Jug, get themselves right back up to 100 each. But with 7 players left, they're just going to be able to camp it out, pay some rent, and wait for the storm. Let's see who's going to be able to bear out the storm the most. We got 4 players in one area.
No, Unger, stay up top. For the love of God, please stay up top. Scott doesn't position right now. He's looking down condescendingly at all the competition, being able to throw those shots down to 2 a.m. right now and getting it done. I really like Unger's position right now.
I really do too. But we'll see if anyone's going to try and return to center, because we've got like 5 players in one area, but no one's even trying to shoot at Unger. They're all just going across the way, and finally User's trying to take some return fire, but that Spire Rifle is so insanely good. Unlimited ammo, basically, as we're going to be seeing 21 Moon X take down Zen. Unger goes across the way to try and get themselves a nice new little 1-by-1 situation for themselves. But now Zafu going to be able to build themselves out, probably try to tunnel their way into that circle priority. Goes into the storm to grab that Chug Jug, that 100 HP Chug Jug, which is actually a really good decision.
That
there.
was huge, right?
Great awareness to get a little bit more sustained for their troubles, and having that passive health regen with that S ranking. Gonna help them out a lot, especially here. They're looking for their first victory of the day, but so is Unger. They've been looking really good, so 21 Moon X gonna be able to get that little bit of passive regen, but they go down. User 626 going to be able to grab that one. Is that Stitch or what? We're going to be seeing now Code Wordy onto the left side. User trying to survive that 1v1. Breda Beast versus Unger onto the right side. We're going to be having Code Wordy and User on the left side, and Zafu in their own little middle path. Looking a little bit like a Call of Duty map at this point.
It is. It's looking very Call of Duty right now, but Breda Beast higher than everybody else. Unger has decided to step down from their high post and get down to the ground and bring it down and hopefully turn that ground upside down. Code Wordy over there, he's building a palatial estate.
Yes, they are. And look at User on top of the world right now. They're going to be able to just do what we know is best and keep control of this situation. If they have no one shooting at them, they don't really have to worry about having a solid foundation for these little bit of paths that'll allow you to have this advantage. But the shots are coming out, popping the Raven to go on to the bottom floor. Unger trying to track them down as well. Breda Beast chasing them down. Top 5 situation. So now Unger is going to be on top of the world.
Unger using that ability to stay up on top and just being able to use their maps to get through. However, they're out of steel.
Zafu goes down to Code Wordy.
Oh my gosh!
Breda Beast going to be able to find that one onto User as well. Top 3 situation, and guess who's on top right now? Code Wordy. Unger's just going to try and take down the nice foundation that they put up for themselves. Puts up a little nice roof so that they're not going to get shot at from Code Wordy. Unger trying to fly their way up to the top, but no, doesn't land it. They drop all the way down, but with that no fall damage, they're going to be a little bit okay. But now Unger's going to be on the receiving end of both Breda Beast and Code Wordy's fire, as now Unger trying to just swoop right into that nice 2x2, but now it's a Raven v Raven situation, trying to find out what they can do, but only Wordy will be able to say, Simon says, you're going to go into this 1-by-1 and get shot by me.
I got $1 says Code Wordy wins this right now. They have all of the weapons, they have all the situation, but they're dropping down into the mix.
From the top ropes, we're going to be having Code Wordy going around the side, trying to land that jump shot, but now we're at even fighting ground. They're going to be very close by the little bit of an ankle twister there. Code Wordy grabbing our first victory royale of the day.
Let's go, Code Wordy. Frags 162.
Wow.
Wow.
That was insane. Literally just got their ankle, didn't even see them on the screen. Both of them being at 20 HP apiece. That was ridiculous.
Dude, I wasn't sure Code Wordy was going to be able to pull it out, but they did exactly what you're supposed to do. We've talked about it day in, day out. Get up top and walk across the map using your mats. Please.
That's all you got to do, and you're seeing the people who do prioritize that, especially in these top 5 situations. They're winning the match. They're winning the victory royals and getting themselves a nice 25 points for their troubles. So, you know what? You can't complain with the method if you're not going to get shot at. Especially, there's got to be a point in time where you're going to be able to tell, or not tell, but basically say, hey, if someone's up in the air, let's shoot at them first before we fire at each other. But that has never happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet. And you know what's coming up? On August 2nd, we've got the Super Showdown. It's a live event featuring Superman battling Demon's Domain.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. A little bit of a live event for Fortnite. Those have really never disappointed, right, gamers? But they've been kind of hit or miss because they've been prioritizing all of the other game modes, but now they're kind of getting back to form with those events. So we're going to be wrapping up this superhero season, which I thought was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Was good, except they took the gloves out of the competitive
I
side.
know. I still
that
miss
movement was so huge, right?
I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was really fun because we had another item like that before where competitors were just going up into the sky. I do believe it maybe was the samurai sword where people were just skyrocketing themselves up the builds and then just going right down on top of them. But now you
dive, by the way, that's what it's called, kids.
And honestly, you have the Ravens, but it's like you just put a floor down and you say, down, bird, down, and then that's it.
The Ravens are very Harry Potter, by the way, right? Like,
very.
ooh.
And you also don't have like the werewolf transformation in competitive either. We didn't get to see that at all, which was a lot of fun to have before it got disabled. So you know, the season had a lot going for it. Great battle pass, great events. I like the Superman Mythic as well. Was a lot of fun. But now going forward into the next season, which we don't really have a lot of details about, but it should be fun.
I said August 7th. That's when the next season starts.
Ooh, next week.
Yeah, next week, bro. It's on the other side of the equation. What would you like to see in this new season?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. And you know what? And a little bit of tomfoolery. I do want to see the ODM gear back from Attack on Titan. A little bit biased, guys. Could you imagine? That would be a lot of fun. I thought that was just such a great item, and we haven't seen it back in a minute. They brought back, let's see, the Kamehameha from so long ago. We got Vegeta right over there, and at least not competitive. So I like having that back, but I would love to see the ODM gear coming back from Attack on Titan, potentially, because we haven't seen it in so long.
We haven't. You know what I want to see? Rocket
DEFG?
launchers. No. Give me some rocket launchers, baby. I want to see things go boom.
Especially if we got some duos, it'd be fun because they used to have those strategies where, boom, you shoot the rocket, you jump on top of it, and then you're able to launch your teammate towards them. I think that would be a lot of fun. And we also got to bring back some duos events because we haven't had a duos event in a very long time here at the HyperX Arena. So hopefully we'll be able to plan that out one of these days because that's one of my all-time favorite things to watch. Because if you haven't seen duos builds, it's insane. It becomes a labyrinth of just insanity, and the communication you need to have to know what are your builds and what aren't is so fun to watch.
You know what I love about duo builds is the dichotomy that you have to have and the communication that you have to have. Because as one teammate is building, that other teammate can either snipe, press, push it real good like you were salt and pepper, do whatever you want. But with that whole dichotomy in the game, it creates a whole different atmosphere because you don't have people just sitting back waiting for it. You have people sitting back making it happen. Then you have other folks getting in the mix and getting down like a clown like Charlie Brown and turning that FORTNITE Brown upside down and getting those kills. That's what it's all about. I mean, hey, do you play FORTNITE just to win? I do.
I do.
Yeah,
and we're going to be seeing who's winning right here, right now. We got the scores. So if you want to see where you play so far, look at the middle screen and try to find your name. We got Code Wordy on top with that 25-point victory royale with a very nice 30 points. Bray the Beast in second with 27. Unger in third with 24. Zafu in fourth with 21. User tying in fourth. Moonex in sixth with 17. Ginger Snapped You in a really nice 16 points in seventh. 2AM Zen showing up in eighth with 16 points. Kazu in ninth with 13, and Rex in 10th with 12 points. Holding it the line down along with Brax. But if you had a bad first game, do not worry. Clear that mentality. Go to the next page and try to figure out where it all went wrong. Because 12 points is easily able to get to once it comes to that second round.
Yes, it is actually easier to keep going. Now you've got your thumb rust down.
Yep.
You are in the game. You're locked in. Keep getting locked in. And don't forget, when we come back, we will have round number 2. There's 5 rounds total tonight. FORTNITE. It's Friday Night Frags, baby. Anything can happen, and it always does.
Staircase to heaven goes down, but he gets a little lift from the Raven. He wants to go in for this final kill.
Sway and
have
Liquid,
it?
no
Insane.
shields, no heals, no solutions. Baka is going to be your back-to-back victory royale crown holder for Friday. Frags going forward right now, controlling the field, the positioning, everything working out for Baka.
Usually we've seen him go to this, high ground.
He's gonna give them the win. What it looks like right now, Code Wordy on life support.
He's
tosses it down the chunk.
He says, "Here, drink this."
No, no.
Oh, we're gonna call that one the Mike at the bar. Throw him the chug and give him some bait. That is next level stuff right there coming out of Baka.
That is crazy. We are out of all
I've heard
those
of taunting.
months.
We've heard of doing the gritty. The build and it's just kind of a standstill. A good player is going to know how to circumvent that. Latios, there's our Pokemon for the day, right? Gonna fly in and try to get you towers. Not really cognizant of his location though, so go ahead and back off.
Seeing them going around these corners, trying to keep themselves safe as possible on that high ground. That against someone I'd be so scared.
And then if you told me that guy has 100 points through 3 rounds, I'd be like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then
you got this guy. Then you got, this is just what the world is looking like right now. You got Taco Tuesday having a good old time.
You got one man fighting for his life, and then you got the other guy just.
It's peanut butter jelly time.
That's all I'm saying. That's the duality of man in Fortnite. That's all I'm saying.
Basketball Kid is going to go down there, unfortunately. Wasn't able to run it back with ball. And he's like, look, bro, I really appreciated all your commentary back in the day, but I'm taking you to an NBA game.
That would be crazy.
Basketball Kid becomes basketball man. You guys aren't ready for that. I'm thinking about the future.
We had the same thing happen. Immortal Man is out here during Speedway tomorrow. Mario Kart World, remember, that's going to be top 12 getting paid out. Have a chance to play on those new Switch 2s. See how it's all about. But we got Kazoo playing Peekaboo.
I might come tomorrow just to play on a Switch 2 and see what's up.
Come join us, Nick. Come on. Pretty rough spot other than going to be able to pop this big shield and say, hopefully these wooden logs are going to hold up because we're going to be huffing, puffing, blowing the house down as we currently see. Better on top, going to be going around and onto the other side here.
I know there is actually a mom playing. I don't know if it's your mom, but I know there is.
I think it's your mom.
I know there is a mom playing. That might have been.
What's up? You guys finally made it.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hello? Mom, not right now. I'm gaming with the boys, okay? I'll call you later.
Hello and welcome back to Friday Frags, and I gotta shout out our producer who put together that great highlight reel to show off you, the community, and all of the great moments that we've had at least in July. But if you see any moments that you want to clip, please twitch.tv/allied esports, and you'll be able to clip your favorite moments, and then we're gonna be taking those and just like you saw, make a little bit of a montage moment out of it. So if you did anything tonight that you saw yourself on this screen, and by this screen I mean that screen, you'll be able to clip it and we'll be able to put it together in a nice little highlight montage reel. How'd you like that, Logan?
Oh, I loved it. Clip it, rip it, and send it to us. It'll be on YouTube, it'll be on Twitch, it'll be on Instagram, it'll be on all of your favorite social media platforms. What's your favorite?
Used to be YouTube before all the drama that just happened this week, but you know what? Yeah, Twitch had really been on top for so long. Rather than, you know, the ads are a problem. They're not fun to say the least, but you know what? Twitch, it's always been my home to so many great live streamers, so that's what I love the most. What about you? What's your favorite?
Well, my favorite right now is Millions.co. I'm doing a lot of stuff with Bruce Buffers.
Sponsored. Just kidding.
Not really. Not quite yet. We'll get there, though. We'll get there,
Sponsored.
kids.
A throw out to your own, Logan. My goodness.
You asked me a question. I gave you the honest answer, all right? Look, we've got 5 people in the arena tonight who have met each other through Fortnite. Have you ever met anybody IRL that you've played in a video game?
I have never, but having 5 people who all met each other through Fortnite came out here tonight to duke it out in person is so insanely cool. And they're shouting themselves out as we get ready for round number 2. Who's gonna be the best, the best, the best of those 5 players? I'm excited to figure it out, but Logan, we are ready for round number 2.
Indeed we are, and it's time to thank the bus driver because it's time to get down like a cloud like Charlie Brown. We're playing Fortnite, round number 2.
And we got Mr. Moneyman's flying down on the Nimbus cloud. You know what? We got Vegeta right here.
Yeah, we do.
Don't got Goku, though, so unfortunately, not going to be able to make that reference. But we got Jay, please, going to be flown on down, going to be able to find themselves a nice little gas station in the middle of the world and try to see what they can do with this opportunity. But remember, you want to be prioritizing these bosses, especially in the beginning of the game, and those spires that give you such great loot. But Kazoo already started themselves out with some great loot, to say the least.
If I'm Kazoo, I have to wonder to myself, why didn't their competitor take those other weapons, right? That scares you. There were purple weapons down, and Kainu right now looking at it going, hey, I'm all good in the hood, baby.
Yeah, gonna be able to find some nice little slurps, getting themselves topped off here at 40. Braves a beast, taking down Slim Queen, and their shots already coming out, trying to just get some mats for their troubles. But Kai, I do believe, came out on top in that fight. No, it's Chobros taking down Sappy Foil, but Kai still alive, keeping themselves a little bit safe. Kazu gonna be able to grab themselves a nice little shield. Grabs a nice surge
Kazu
fire.
needs a push right now.
Oh, 100%. They have the advantage. They have the items. I'm shocked that they aren't going a little bit faster when you can see a elimination line across the horizon. But
right
we'll see
there,
what happens.
don't care apparently.
Don't care at all about Kai over there, but we'll see if Kai or Kazu going to be able to get across the way. Still trying to just observe if they're still here.
Shh, they're hunting wabbits. Those crazy wabbits. Kazu, he doesn't even know that Kai is right underneath them right now.
Now they do.
Now they do.
Sees them across the horizon, and now Kazu going to be able to jump their way across. Use that dead.
Nice
Oh, the headshot shredded their health bar. Now they just got to do a nice little slide here for style points, hiding behind a tree. They can't see me if I stand still, and Kai goes down.
And they are down for the count. Kazoo with their first kill. We're down to 32 competitors out of our initial 35. It's time. We are down like a clown. It is round 2. Frags, Fortnite, baby. I'm dot right now.
One
Did I say
punch
that
man
right?
dot?
You think?
I don't know.
One punch man?
OPM dot? I don't know.
Well, we're calling them dot.
And that was an announcement for any anime fans in the audience. And One Punch Man skin should be coming out in the next 2 weeks.
Ooh, maybe we can get some 86 shirts in here with the One Punch Man. Oh, I would like that.
That would be. And if you haven't already checked out the designs for said shirts, go out into the front of the arena. We'll have those on display. They're actually super, super nice. We got some Sea of Thieves and Assassin's Creed. So if that's your thing, they are some very
I was walking out the other night and this woman looked at me and she said, nice shirt. And I said, thank you. That's 86. No, we still have that.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. I was wondering if you were going to go on that.
I did.
That was nice.
That
was nice. That was nice.
Thank you.
But Basketball Kid's going to be here trying to dunk on the competition on this left side. DPG, this is the father-son duo.
Oh, nice.
That's playing in the tournament. They always come out to support. And imagine the world where you're able to come down to the biggest esports stage, play some Fortnite with your dad, and enjoy yourself and just say, hey, Dad, you want to go play some Fortnite into a tournament
How
and
cool
potentially
is that?
win some money?
Right?
I mean, come on. How much better does it get? And then
Dude,
you got Smadden
my dad
over
and
here.
I used to play Super Mario Brothers. I never won any money for playing with him. I'm
could've.
just saying, I had to hang out with my dad.
What a terrible experience, right?
Well, you've never met my dad. All right, Bray the Beast right now, looking so cool in school. Let's see if they can get back to their winning ways, by the way.
Yeah, they're here in second place, so they're actually not going to be looking too terrible, but unfortunately lost that 1v1 in that previous round, but then going to be here with that one elimination. I would definitely want to get rid of those kill switch revolvers if you could, but 21 Moon X taking down Smadden 24 and then use code Shamniaz. I'm going to say it wrong every single time. That's what's going to be.
That's okay. Do it.
All right.
Just,
I appreciate
If you're going to do it, just own
Embrace it.
Own it.
Embrace
Yes.
it. You're so right. You know what? What are they going to say? No. Dog Boy going to be now in the doghouse up in the attic. Unfortunately, not really going to be doing much at this point. Just waiting for those placements.
I don't understand. All right, I understand dropping not hot, okay? 'Cause
Yeah.
I get that. But then to sit up here and wait for everybody, Dog Boy, do some work, okay? Code Wordy already putting in the time, putting in the effort. We're going to get a 1v1 against Code Wordy, and I believe that's a user.
Wordy going
Boom!
up and down onto him.
It wasn't a user, it was DP, and they're down and out in Beverly Hills. Code Wordy with their first kill. We're down to 26 already out of our initial 35. Man, this is a hunt, baby.
It really is. These competitors said, you know what? It's the last week with the season. Let's go out swinging and not wait for all these competitors to come to me, and we're getting right back into it, and we're about to get swifty. Frags trying to keep themselves going onto this nice box in, but unfortunately not going to be able to find the success just yet. Having to go off onto that right side of the build to get themselves a little bit of a security blanket in terms of these walls that they're controlling and making sure that they're going to have these off angles on standby. But Code Wordy going to be able to find another elimination here today.
Swifty doing some really great edits right there. I don't know if you're paying attention at home, but that's how you got to play it out. Do not get stuck like baby in a corner. You have to open up those doors for yourself, and this game gives you the ability to do that. Dog Boy right now basically just sitting himself in the corner.
Yeah, honestly, you might as well give him a cage, let him sit in it.
Yeah, let him.
Wait out the night as we're going to be seeing another competitor going down, bringing us to 24 players left already into our second storm. A lot of action out of the gates, but you got Code Wordy using that nice cube surfboard. It's one of my favorite items in the game.
Yeah.
It's not very safe, but I just think it's a lot of fun. I mean, I kind of feel like the Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer,
yeah. Whenever I'm able to use that item, but now we're going to be seeing Dogboy going across the way, going to miss that shot, which could have potentially just straight up eliminated Green Wave, but unfortunately whiffed it onto that left side. Dogboy once again trying to jump their way up and box them in.
Boom!
Opens it up. They control that wall and they control the elimination.
And Dogboy getting another kill right now, down to 23 out of her initial 35. And by the way, I heard the new Fantastic Four movie is dope.
I enjoyed it a lot. I actually, controversial opinion, liked it more than Superman. So, I don't know. We'll have to get that fight going in the chat. Twitch.tv/Allied Esports. Remember to clip your favorite moment and tell me which did you like more, Superman or Fantastic Four, to wrap us up into this superhero season.
Kazoo right now looking to do their, all right, hey, guess what they're going to use?
What?
They're going to use a zip line. Oh, no, they're not.
No, they're not.
Well,
They're going to find themselves a nice little Minecraft.
I thought they were going to.
Whoa! Maybe they should have. Is they're going to be getting shot from behind, and now.
I hate July coming up from behind.
Ooh, let's see what they're going to be able to do. Finding these chests, going to be able to get themselves another big shield. So now feeling a little bit more confident when you got another big shield on standby if you do take damage. I hate July going to be right behind them, taking a little bit of damage. Remember, it's a back and forth battle. It's like a, 70s Western where you're just waiting for the first person to take the shot and then you decide the rest of the battle. But I hate July says, I'm out.
I'm out. Kazoo right now trying to push the narrative, but I Hate July needs to change their name to August. Code Wordy up on top with 2 kills already, trying to get their next kill. Zafu in their eyesight.
Using the Raven to get across the way, and now Code Wordy just going to be waiting, seeing, hey, that competitor is running away from him. I'm not going to be going chasing them, because especially when you're in first place like Code Wordy is right now in the ranking, you don't want to make any brash decisions that's just going to ruin your entire fight. You got some Squid Game skins going on, which is pretty cool. Still a little bit popular there. No Superman skins, which I'm very disappointed about. Those skins are very nice in my opinion.
Now, do you think that if you pick the Superman skin, you should be able to fly?
Oh, well, you technically get that ability with the Mythic.
Well, technically anybody can have it. But if you're going to be Superman, you should be able to fly and maybe even turn into Clark Kent.
You know what? That would honestly valid.
Yeah.
There should have been a transformation for it. They gave a transformation for the cheerleader girl. Why wasn't there a Clark Kent transformation for the Superman? All right. Valid points made by Logan.
Thank you very much. That's a more you know moment from me to you. Boring Glory right now sitting out there, literally watching the storm come to them and hoping for a sniper kill.
Honestly, just looking like some of the people in the Luxor pool right now. That's the place to be. When it's 95 degrees, I want to be chilling in a pool. Maybe not with the, public pool, but maybe not. But, it's still a nice place to be, right in the middle of a lake, middle of the ocean. Oh, Catalo going to go down to Blade there. Pops the big shield. Gonna have the Chug Jug to get themselves a little bit rest of the way. Actually had 2 big shields, so they'll be right fine there. And now we got Sick Trouty looking across the way, but not going to go for a shot just yet as the
third party.
Not going to be able to find any shots there. And just like they have right now with the cape into the darkness,
if
going
they can
across,
take out Unger.
That would be
crazy. Take out Unger right here. That would be huge. I mean, we're only into round 2, but it would be traumatic if they were able to take out Unger this early in the game.
Especially Unger being at that 3rd place spot. If they get eliminated so early, that's going to drop them down a ton of placements. Zen getting dashed back from that slide, but now going to be able to have a few dashes on standby. Hits the jump shot, and now looking right below him. Going to be able to go across the side, try to find him, and they do. Blade 32 goes down.
Down and out in Beverly Hills, baby. 2 a.m. Zen has their Zen on right now. I don't know if they're doing a little bit of a karaoke or if they're doing a little bit of Pilates, but they're getting it done with 2 kills to their name right now.
And Boring Glory will be bringing the boring gameplay, to say the least. Taking you come out, you pay to play, and you're paying to go take a swim. Is that how you would play the game, Logan? I think this is kind of looking like your strategy, right? No?
Yeah, I want to. No, no, not at all. Dude, this is like playing GTA 5 right now, okay? Just trying to get in your swim meters.
True. Got to up that stamina, you know. That would actually be a fun thing to add next season.
Right.
But the more you sprint, the more stamina you get for your sprint. You know what? A little GTA mechanics there. Breda B's going to be able to farm some mats, get themselves knocked right back off, and there we go. Going to find themselves a chest, and their loadout looking all right. You know, you got that green spire, blue sentinel, and then Jay also being one of those competitors just skirting on the outskirts of this storm.
Skirt.
Hey, you know what? You can't really shame them for going for placements, but Moon X going to be able to grab that one onto one of our arena accounts. They're going to die to fall damage, which is the last way you want to go. And then they got the vending machine on standby. You can't, you know what? You got everything there. You got the chips, and then you're going to be able to grab some Lays, and then just chill in the attic. How much better does that get?
Well, I Hate August right now needs to get to a better placement because they are caught, and they are indeed going to do that. They're going to use one of your favorite.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, I was going to say, almost shot out of the sky right there.
Jay going to be working their way up, and I Hate July has such a great loadout, especially comparatively to Jay right now, but finally able to see the Superman little sprite there and being able to show, hey, it does a little bit of damage to those walls.
We haven't seen that yet.
No, because it really isn't very good in terms of damage, but if you're trying to shred some walls, you know what, it can do a little bit of work there, but it doesn't even matter. I Hate July is figuring out why they like August so much, bringing themselves to their first elimination of this game. Kazu's on the screen right now, got that Sentinel and that Fury Assault Rifle. Not very much a popular combination, but the Fury's still pretty good if you're trying to figure out, hey, I can't find anything else. The Fury is where it's at. The Dead DMR, the other assault rifle, is just, you got 10 bullets. It's not very good in builds.
So going back to the Superman eyes, right? Is that good to break down the builds? Just like the lightsaber was huge in the Star Wars iteration?
I honestly think it's a pretty valid way to try and get those walls down if you want to replace your assault rifle with this, right? But the thing is, it's just such limited ammo, and it doesn't do a ton of damage once you break those walls, so you gotta make it happen, just like we're gonna be seeing Ginger Snap U going down to use code Show Me as we're going to be seeing Kazu going to be now trying to box themselves in and do a nice 1-by-1, controlling the situation, going up into these layers, finding this corner, not going to be able to confirm it just yet, breaking down these walls though with that Fury Assault Rifle, not going to be able to control that left wall, so they're going to get blocked off here and out-layered. Trying to box them in, not going to be able to find much, going off to this corner, finds it! Better accuracy wins at the end of the day. We got Brax now going to be looking down onto 2 AM Zen, getting eliminated by I Hate July.
I Hate August getting that kill and getting a little bit of shield on. They've got 2 kills to their name right now. We're down to 15 players out of our initial 35. We're about to hit the 6th round of our storm.
Right now, I like what Brax is bringing to the table, but it's not much. They got 51 bullets on their Spire rifle and then 26 on their shotgun, which, you know, at the end of the day, you really need more than 26 shotgun bullets? No, but maybe you need more than 50 assault rifle bullets, as Breda B's going to be able to find themselves a nice little treasure chest. 21 Moon X going to be able to take down OPM, bringing us to 14 players left into our 5th storm. A little bit slower of a game than last round.
It's going to get slower, though.
It does. Every single round, you're going to be seeing these players get more and more scared once they realize what they're up against.
And right now, Breda B's getting a little bit scared. Gonna sit back in that bush and just make some s'mores right now. Dogboy gonna push the narrative right now. 1 kill to their name. 14 competitors out of our initial 35. Dogboy needs to get into this fight right now. They have been playing on the outskirts this entire match.
Dogs like to swim.
Yep. Dog will hunt.
Dog will hunt. Hopefully we'll get to that point where the dog will hunt. Unfortunately, not seeing Hunt Dog here today. Also, Quanti is not in the house
I saw that. I noticed that.
Unfortunate to have some of these top-tier ranking competitors.
You know how I noticed that?
Huh?
During the clips.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, and great clips, by the way. If you see something you like, please clip it, rip it, and send it over to us. You will be in our next iteration of next month. Hey, we called it already. July, you just saw it. August, it's up to you.
It really is, and it's really cool. We're just trying to shout out the community members that are showing up, being able to clip it, make it special for all of you coming out so far to support this tournament. It is such a fantastic place. Just, I mean, $1,000 on the line every single week, and you're seeing why it's on the line. It's 21 Moon X putting out some great builds.
Wow.
Going to be able to keep themselves a little bit safe. Going to be able to find that little bit of a half rectangle coming out. Unfortunately, not going to be able to take those shots. Get shot from behind. Going to have to put up some builds. And now gets themselves a nice little pyramid. Tries to jump up into the sky, but Unger says, no, no, no. You got to be quicker than that. But Sick Trouty is here. Still 0 eliminations, along with having, unfortunately, not the best loadout here today, especially with that kill switch. I do not love those in builds. And then also having that shotgun, the full auto is not where it's at, especially when you're trying to do as much damage in a split second before they close that wall on you. It's not the way to do it, but Unger now having to use the dash away. They're looking extremely low. Remember, whoever gets Unger gets a great loot.
Yeah.
You got that nice exotic along with that legendary Spire. So if you take down Unger right here, right now, you're going to find yourself in a really good spot, but unfortunately, they're not going to be able to capitalize on that and close in on them in their own 1-by-1. Sick Trouty, though, going down to Kazu, jumps right in. Unfortunately, did not have the crosshairs on to Kazu there.
Yeah, they did not see the sign that said no running by the pool, and indeed they did. All right, Kazu getting on the other side of the storm, and with 3 kills and 12 competitors left, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty right now of round number 2.
Round number 2, we're almost at that top 10. That's where all of the stakes get put onto medium rare, and you try to figure it out a little bit better on how to cook your steak a little bit better. But we're going to be seeing 67 taking down Ron Crawdad there. They actually just stormed him into that wall and just said, hey, if you're not going to put up your wall first, I'm going to be able to edit it down and get myself a nice elimination. Their first one of this match, but now getting into that 5 tick, you do not want to be in that storm. They got 3 med kits to put themselves in a nice spot.
They're going to be in a good position right here.
Oh, I wouldn't have popped that.
I wouldn't have popped that chug jug.
You got a med kit on
You got a med kit. Use that. All right, 67 pushing that narrative right now. Salt and Pepper getting it on. But they're building themselves because they've got people on each and every single side of them.
Oh, yes they do. And their health bar and shields are getting absolutely obliterated. Going to have to pop their first big shield, bringing themselves right back up. And then they got that mid kit on standby. But actually using the chug jug to just top yourself off will be the actual good. Oh, that's unfortunate. They dropped the big shield before they filled it up to 100. That was kind of sad. I've done that. I do that
all the time, dude.
I know. I press the sprint button and I don't realize that it cancels it out.
Well, because remember back in the day when you were a teenager, you used to be able to do that and move.
Yeah, honestly, it was. I'm glad that they added that you're able to walk and move with it, but now it's frustrating that I always sprint and then I don't get that nice little last 10 shield. But Unger trying to take some shots across the way, pops a small shield, going into their bigs. They gotta try and find a little bit of loot here, and when they are able to grab, if they are able to grab an elimination, definitely they're gonna be looking for those chug jugs to keep themselves topped off, because right now, their resources looking a little rough right now.
Looking a little rough? They're 107 of all of their resources, man. You got to have those maps to be able to build at the end. That's going to give you the utilization to be able to walk across this map and do what you have to do. We're down to 10 competitors right now.
We got that double chug jug supreme from Kazu, so they're going to be quite healthy for the time being. Just going to be editing and giving themselves a little bit of a surveillance on what's going on above them in our top 10. And now the Storm's going to be pushing everyone to start walking and start tunneling their way to zone priority. And right now, only one other competitor going to have said zone priority, taking shots across the battlefield. Zafu trying to just say, hey, do not camp on the side of the mountain. That's not very nice.
No, it's not very nice. And right now, User is making their way to the zone, whereas I Hate July is right behind them. Swifty, Frags, man, you're all going to get caught out right now.
Zafu is going to be able to bring us to a 9-person circle. Let's see what Unger can find on that bottom right corner. They see Code Wordy, going to be able to land a ton of shots, bring him down to 100 HP and said, I know I broke your shields, and I'm going to be breaking your walls as well. But use code Shomia's going to be going down to Swifty, bringing us to 8 players left. And you're seeing that bird's eye view. Swifty got to get into the circle, because if they don't, that Storm's going to be hurt. You're seeing their health bar at 50, and I'm not saying that's from any sort of bullets.
No, Code Wordy right now looks better than all the competition, but Unger is up there as well. Code Wordy has 2 kills to Unger's only 1. They use the Ravens. They're getting away from the mix. They're going to be able to get down on Code Wordy. Will this be the kill that Unger needs? Oh, they need this one.
Remember, Code Wordy won the previous round. If they want to run it back on a back-to-back, they've got to get some better positioning going for themselves. Being right in the middle of the chaos is not how you're going to live into a top 5 situation. So let's see what Unger's going to be able to do. They're looking for their first victory as well, because they're in 3rd place, but shots are coming out from both ways. Code Wordy's having to dump so many resources, so many mats to keep themselves safe, because they cannot tunnel their way away from a bad situation. Code Wordy on light support, pull the plug, they are down for the count.
And they are out. Unger gets that. Well, no, Unger didn't get that kill, actually.
I didn't get to see who was on that.
Oh, you know what? It was just a 1 shot.
I got a little trusty display device here. Let's
Please
see
do it.
Let's see who's going to be able to grab that one real fast. But going down the line, we're seeing shots coming across the way as the Storm is closing in onto each other. Zafu was the one who was able to take that one away from everyone else who was shooting at that Code Wordy. But now you're seeing the Raven being utilized, going to be able to close and give yourself. It's a great mobility item, especially if you're able to put down a nice little 1-by-1 really quickly. But if you're trying to fly through the sky and you do not have any mats left, you're going to be out like a sitting duck. But Unger going up onto the top rope. Poncho going down, bringing us to top 5.
And here we are, top 5 left. I Hate July grabbing a little bit of that Raven and getting their way. Oh, man, they did not put themselves in a good position right there.
No, they did not. Unger going to have to pop those small shields. I Hate July also going for those small shields. Had the passive shield on standby, so now they're going to be 1 shield down for no reason at all. We see an Unger now controlling the high ground, and remember, whoever's on these top ropes, they're going to be controlling the match. They're going to be able to have the best positioning, and you're seeing why. You're literally shooting down, you're looking like an AC-130 in the sky, and just going to be able to lay down absolute hellfire onto these competitors, and now building yourself a nice pathway to heaven. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Going forward, just jumping across the way, and now trying to just get ahead of the Storm. We got Bray the Beast right underneath them. Let's see what Kazu, Zafu, and July going to be able to do against Unger's current advantage that they have.
And right now, Bray the Beast has the match to get it done, but Unger is looking condescendingly down at the competition. We've seen this week in and week out. Dude, just stay above everybody and build with.
That's all you got to do. I Hate July is going to be able to take down 2AM Kazu. Unger just laying fire onto these rooftops, trying to make sure that no one's safe, especially now when you get to a point where everyone's running out of mats. No one's going to be able to keep themselves safe. You got Unger just jumping from rooftop to rooftop to rooftop, and now going to be able to still have some wooden logs left into their inventory. Going across the way, they have a ton of mats left, and it's really only a matter of time before we're going to be seeing Unger. And now, across the way, I Hate July trying to layer up and get to the top rope, and Unger gets outbuilt. And this is going to be a really bad situation for said Unger, but they're going to have to pop that dash, get themselves across the way. I Hate July stuck in the Storm. If Bob's open the wall, that was Unger's wall, and they make it happen. 3 eliminations for themselves, bringing this to a top 3. And now, we're going to be seeing Bray the Beast taking down Zafu, right going into a wall, and says, hey, peekaboo, I'm here for you. 1v1 between Unger and Bray the Beast. Let's see who's going to be able to take this second round.
I see you, says Unger. He drops down real quick. Bray the Beast on the top level. And Unger.
Oh! Unger just saying, hey, I'm chilling on the bottom floor. You're going to be having your floor destroyed, and you're coming down to me and making it happen here today. Unger is your second victor of this tournament. Wow.
I almost caught myself. I've always said you need to be higher than everybody else. Not if your aim is as good. Oh my gosh, from the bottom level, and forget about Jimmy Superfly Snooker from the top rope. They took him out from the bottom rope, man, getting it done and making it look easy, by the way.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just said, hey, you know what I got? A nice fire rifle, and I could just aim up, and right when the floor drops and you got no mats, you're coming right down into their bullets and confirming a nice victory. 25 points going over to Unger. Great work from them, bringing it all home here today. Really crazy performance from themselves and saying, hey, you know what? I know I'm not going to be able to outlayer them. Was getting outbuilt by I Hate July, but then it didn't even matter when they just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to dash off to the right side, get myself a nice little positioning, taking out I Hate July, and then just saying, hey, just because I'm not on the top ropes doesn't mean I can't win the tournament.
And I want all of you watching at home to realize that is not how it normally works, okay? You do not shoot down and get that kill. That was exponentially impressive.
It really was, being able to show off and show down that you don't need that high ground, that you're able to just use your brain and say, you know what, I have a very strong weapon. They don't have mats. And when they come flying down, they can use their Raven to get away. But unfortunately, when you don't have any shields and you're not able to pop your shields in time because you can't build your 1x1s, you're going down to ground floor 6 feet under.
And we've got scores. Let's find out where everybody is.
Oh,
my gosh.
A change up on the leaderboard. We got Unger in first place with 53 points, tying with Bray so far with 53 points as well. Code Wordy with 46, Zafu with 45, Kazu with 35, Kiru there with 30, Moon X with 29, user, oh, it was Moon X, there you go.
Yeah, you're right.
User 008 going to be there with 28 points, Zen with 26, and Brack still holding down the line. Ginger Snap You, Shomia's, Bedtacular, Poncho all down the line, not in the money just yet, but Brax with that 26 points is going to be the one you want to be looking at to take out if you're trying to take their spot in the money to double your money here today.
And we've seen all these competitors show up and show out. A lot of these competitors playing to win it. Some of these competitors sitting back and waiting to win it. I don't think that's the valuable way to go about this.
No, it is not. You want to grab those eliminations. If you're not able to, then you want to go for them early. Because if you're not confident in your building ability, no one really has a ton of mats in the beginning of the game. I know, their hair very spiky, right?
Very spiky.
Yes. But talking about that, if you're not going to be able to be confident in your builds, go for that early game eliminations. Try to find yourself some nice, easy pick'ems in the beginning of the game, because once you get to the late game, it's going to be a lot more chaotic like you just saw.
And we will be back with round number 3 in just a hot minute. Don't go anywhere. HyperX Arena, if you're here, grab yourself an adult beverage, grab yourself a soda or water, or grab yourself some great food, because we will be back with round number 3. Friday Night Frags, Fortnite, baby! Let's get to it.
J like the letter, I'm making several waves. I know the mission is same. I made a splash, now all of my passes last like running a race with Usain. I keep it coming like this is a buffet. And if I'm stumbling, I'm in the graves. Never gon' fumble it. I get the bag and I run with it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it. Murray with the legs, all about finesse. I am not impressed. I don't need a rest coming in with less, then you see the flags. Elohim with the melody, and then he supply the bread. 70, keep it heavenly, everybody get the bread.
Hey there, username taking fans. Big news coming your way. We've been on an incredible journey, but it's time for us to level up. We're moving to our very own channel. Get ready for even more of the content you love, highlighting the real stories behind your favorite gamers, creators, and esports pros. Plus, we've got some surprises planned that'll blow your mind. So make sure you hit the subscribe button on our new channel, keep your notifications on, and join us for an amazing year of gaming, storytelling, and fun.
Two sides to a story, but they never tell my side. Never been the kind of guy to stay inside the guidelines. I know I'm the bad guy, I don't gotta ask why. If you try step to me, it'll be the last time. I got dirt on my name, 6 feet in the ground. I got people in my past try bringing me down. Say I'm losing my mind, I don't wanna be found. Grew up in the shadow, but I know they watching me now.
Welcome back. We just cut off a commercial break. You're welcome. We are already getting started and getting ready for round number 3. This has been a very fast-paced tournament, to say the least. Logan, we probably only got another hour and a half left, I gotta say, with how fast everyone's getting into the lobby. Gotta give you all credit being able to type in the lobby code and getting yourself ready to go, because there is only 3 more rounds left in this tournament. So if you're not going to be able to turn that knob to 11, you better be hoping that everyone else turns their knob to a 0 and they all just jump off a cliff and get self-eliminated.
Well, it's kind of like my hairline. If you blink, it may be gone.
Where'd it go?
That's what we, I don't know. I had hair.
Someone find Logan's hairline. It's gone.
Please get it to me. We're going to get down like a cloud like Charlie Brown. It's round number 3. It's FORTNITE Frags. HyperX Arena. Are you with me? Heck yeah. Say thank you to the bus driver.
That's the way to do it. We are here and ready to go. Really going in the round number 3. You got to start thinking about what either went right or went wrong for yourself in those previous 2 rounds. I've said it before. I really think when you only got 34 players in this lobby, you got to start prioritizing those bosses, those spires, and give yourself the best opportunity to win this game. And we're right back to Boring Glory, who's all about that swimming. And honestly,
they've been pretty boring, not gonna lie. I mean, they've been putting
living up to their name, Logan.
Yeah,
you
they're
can't lie.
the number 5. I mean, seriously, are you working out? Are you playing San Andreas right now? What's going on?
I gotta figure it out. You know, like unlike I Hate July, we don't even know why they hate July. They're not living up to their name.
Well, they haven't even changed their name. It's I Hate July. July just happened. Get into August, baby. All right. So did you drop here?
Oh, 100%. This is one of my favorite drops in the game. Got one of my favorite bosses in the game because it drops that nice medallion for yourself. You get a nice mythic. You cannot even argue with what you can get if you are able to take down this boss. But saying if you are able to, because you got no overshield to keep yourself safe, I Hate July is at 50 HP, says, I'm going to just dip out of town.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Look, one-on-one, 1v1 against these bosses, not so easy. It's easier when you're in competition and you have some friends.
Especially if you're going against Core, which, in my opinion, a lot more annoying. They got like a homing laser lockdown as we've seen the previous weeks. Very annoying to deal with, especially if you don't have a ton of shields to try and get yourself healed back up. But we know we got Cruiser, which we have an LA Cruiser actually in Speedway. By the way, if you want to compete in some Mario Kart World tomorrow on these Switch 2s, come down and enjoy yourself. Same exact time tomorrow, $700 prize pool for that, and get involved with that competitive Mario Kart.
Well, the old time. We're going to be back at night. It will be an official Speedway night.
We were Saturday afternoon Speedway, but now with the Aces game going on, you don't have to worry about that paid parking. You can just come on down, enjoy yourself, and play the new Switch 2. See how they roll, and it just plays some Mario Kart World. It's a very fun game, and it's Mario Kart. It gives you the items you need to succeed.
Everybody loves a little bit of Mario Kart, and everybody loves a little bit of Fortnite. And tonight, we are playing Fortnite. Dog Boys switched up their skin.
I Hate July just jumped to their deaths.
No! You went down! You jumped to your death! No. Oh, come on!
No, I Hate July.
July just became I Hate Life.
True. Oh, boy, that is unfortunate.
Dude, there's nothing worse than dying to fall damage in a game, bro.
Easily. And I never understood how people could do it. But
we just saw it.
We just saw it. Sometimes, especially with that medallion, you can overshoot it.
Right.
And it doesn't give you fall damage negation. So I think that's possibly what just happened with themselves. But Sick Trouty not even going to land a single shot on the Slim Queen, who finds themselves with their first elimination of this round.
Where is Slim Shady to be found?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he's having his mother's spaghetti right now. I don't know.
Or we have the fake Slim Shady up in this lobby, possibly.
By the way, Slim Shady is in Happy Gilmore 2. Eminem makes a cameo in Happy Gilmore 2.
Well, spoiler alert.
Yeah. Well, oh, sorry.
I
didn't even know you could do that. You can ride the rails on the bridge?
Yes,
oh my God, I've got a new vantage point.
Taking notes from Mario Kart World.
Literally taking notes.
But we got Poncho here going to be hiding under the resistance, but we're going to be seeing...
Sorry. I found it really funny that Star Wars is still here.
Yes.
I feel like somebody missed their quota.
Oh,
right?
They said, you know what, we're just keeping it. Yeah, we put it in the game.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, we're not changing it up. It's on the outskirts. We don't have to worry about it. They won't land there.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it is Tatooine, right? For the most part.
It is.
Because everything in Star Wars is Tatooine. David over there at the bar is shaking his head going, yeah, you're not wrong.
And if you do want to grab yourself something nice, please say hello to them. They are extremely amazing. If you're looking for anything to quench your thirst, please find a waiter and be able to order yourself $5 unlimited soda refills here today. Ginger Snapped You, though, is getting eliminated by code Wordy.
Wow, that's early and often right now. Not super often, but we are in round number 3. We've got 3 rounds left. It's time to shut up or put up or shut up, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because with you really are running out of time. Once we get to the next round, then I'd be a little bit more worried.
Right? Yeah.
But we're going to be seeing now that full auto and why it's not as good as that Sentinel. You have to land so many more shots to equal the damage of one Sentinel shot. So we'll see what Use Code can do being stuck in the storm. And you know what happens when you're stuck in the storm and you have no way to rejuvenate your health bar?
You die.
You die.
Yeah.
As we're going to be seeing them trying to find, and they do get extremely lucky with some bandages. Wow. The game said, don't go out just yet. Let's see how this is going to play out.
Yeah, well, hold on. Slow your roll for a second, okay?
I'm not rolling
Use
at all.
Code is not out of the storm quite yet. 67 right now, creeping underneath everyone.
Got that med kit, gonna be able to pop that as well. Gets themselves right back up to 100 HP, but has to cancel it before they're able to finish it out. Still has one more med kit in the bank because they heard them right outside their wall. So they said, I'd rather play some more defense than to finish off this med kit, which was a great decision. But once again, right, what they're doing is dropping down and making them stop healing themselves twice now. They're just getting a little bit of jump scared going on. But we're going to be seeing now Code Wordy grabbing another elimination. They're trying to take their spot back from how far they've dropped into 3rd place.
Well, they have dropped back. But you know what? If they keep pushing this narrative and keep pushing and keep winning, they're going to be able to get back up there. As Use Code goes down, Vamps has got the win on that one. 67, just being complacent.
Yeah, just chilling in a corner, and when you're stuck in a corner and baby in a storm,
right,
you're going to be taking a lot of damage. It's looking like they don't have a lot to get themselves healed back up, so we're going to be seeing now Slim Queen doing work here today. 67 going to be taking a little bit of damage across the little bit of islands here. 21 Moon X trying to find their first elimination, and they're going to be able to heal themselves right back up, not realizing how low on the health bar situation 67 was.
Yeah, they should have pushed right there, but we know, because hindsight being 20/20 right now, 67. And Glock is going in the opposite direction, Pidgey. Going in the opposite direction. Oh my gosh, that was huge. Huge for the competition.
Slim Queen taking a ton of damage as that Outlaw. Remember, that does a ton of damage, but it's only got 2 shots. And really, when you're at 49 HP, you've got to start to prioritize a little bit of defense, throw out those metal, and get yourself a nice 1-by-1, but you don't have enough time against Bray the Beast, as they're able to rush down Slim Queen and grab their first elimination of this round.
Beast mode in full effect. Basketball Kid sitting in the building. And Unger is right there. We're going to get this 1v1 right now. It's Unger against Basketball Kid. And right now, Basketball Kid is done out. Unger gets the win. That's victorious. Down to 22 players out of our initial 34.
Bray the Beast with 1 elimination. Still hasn't found much, but could be a potential upcoming if we are looking at that minimap correctly. But going across the way, Zafu going to be able to build themselves a nice little rooftop hangout spot as they're trying to land some shots across the way. Got that nice mythic Deadeye as you're seeing. They got the medallion from Core. Going to be able to give themselves that nice invisibility with the extra movement speed with 2 Jugs and the Ravens. Zafu's locked in and looking like they're ready to go. They honestly have one of the best looking loadouts in this lobby so far. Kazu not looking too great in the loadout department, but still, you know, it's only the 3rd storm.
In the upper left-hand corner, we see a C right there for Kazu. And some other competitors, we see a B and an A. Why don't you explain to all the good folks at home how that comes into play?
That's one of the new things in this season that I like a lot. The more aggressive you are, the more bosses you kill, and the more storms you survive, your hero rankings going up, like we're seeing Code Wordy slide right into that rooftop and grab themselves an A superhero ranking. Granted, I don't know what kind of superhero slides into a rooftop by someone who is very, very scared for their lives and slides right in and shoots them in the face, but you know, it's Fortnite. They get a ranking hero. And the higher you go in that ranking, one, you get passive shield regen. When you go up in rankings, two, you're going to be able to get better loot as well. And across the map, you're going to be seeing those capsules that we're seeing on the mini-map right now that gives you extremely good items, and you're going to be able to get yourself a little bit of heal shields and otherwise to go along with it, or going into these different areas that give yourself a huge loot pool depending on your grade. But we're going to be seeing now 21 FORTNITE landing a couple shots, tops it down the, he bounced it off the wall and drops it down to the floor, so he had to drop out of his
I didn't hear him say backboard, by the way.
And now they're going to be dashing through, already utilizing 2 of those dashes. Tries to grab that jump shot onto Cruiser. They're not going to be able to survive for that much longer. If they're not going to be able to pop that chug jug. Going up onto the top floor, they're dropping right back down because that foundation was not solid. Bob the Builder, you're fired! As 21 Moon X does a little bit of a jump across the build and lands the one-shot. Code Word, he's waiting for 21 Moon X. They're going to have to build their way up. Here comes some layers.
Oh, Code Wordy was waiting in wait, literally right there, trying to get it done. 20 Moon X is caught in the wind right now. Are they going to be able to make their way out of the world today? Code Wordy says no. Code Wordy's got 3 kills. Glock has 1. We're down to 19 competitors right now. I think Code Wordy is probably going to win this one and stay aggressive. Now that they're in the smoke, I mean, they're just caught in the wind right now. Come on, make a move. Code Wordy, make a move. Get those kills.
Not going to be able to find them before they dash across the way. We're celebrating Christmas a little bit earlier here today. Dashing across the whole entire world. We got Chobros right here as well. Going to be able to have that exotic as well. It's a very popular one. It's a yoink, which just means when you get shot by that shotgun, it brings you closer to said opponent. It's very, very nice, very, very useful, and it does a ton of damage. So you're seeing also that crosshair. Yep. Very easy to land those shots. And we just got on to storm number 4. It is getting a little bit smaller. We've only got 19 competitors left. Right off the rip, these have been very fast games, and then it slows down right around here. Yeah, around this mid-game area where you're going to be seeing this circle be a little bit too big for the lobby size that we have here at 19 players. So until the storm gets to that 6th storm, you're going to be seeing some of these competitors just taking these 1v1s if they do find each other. But also you got to realize you don't want to resource drain too much or find yourself getting eliminated, as Kazu going out to put up some walls, find themselves some nice medium materials around themselves, keeping them as controlled as possible so they don't get boxed in. But DPG going down to Crawdad. Yeah, right now Kazoo has built themselves into a corner. Swifty is sitting there waiting patiently, and patience is a virtue in this game. Kazoo gonna pop their head out. I don't thought patience was the thing that Dr. Well, you know what? Yeah, an apple didn't give me Dr. Ray. Thank you for that apple. You're welcome. Now you can say I never got you anything. Still can. An apple is a very nice gift, Logan. Come on, be grateful. Remember that kid? Oh, an avocado. Thanks. You gotta be like them, Logan. Come on. You haven't seen that? No, that's a meme I never watched because I'm 47 years old. Zafu right now getting their game on, making their way up top. Oh, dropping right back down, but remember, they got that medallion. But you know what Zafu doesn't have? What? A lot of mats. They are looking really rough and tough, but they're going to be able to get that shot onto them. The outlaw headshot taking down Green Web there. Wow, I really thought that they were out for the count, but they're going to be able to take their mats, get themselves stacked right back up. However, somebody is creeping around the corner. Swifty's got a problem right now. Swifty, let's see if they're going to be able to get Swifty, and those fires kind of reminded me of
Unger!
said Swifty, as we're going to be seeing Unger burst right in and being the big bad wolf that you don't want to be seeing, blowing your
He
brick
huffs
house
and he
down.
bluffs and he blows that house down, bro. Unger is in control. 2 kills right now.
Yeah, just trying to juggle these chug jugs, trying to figure out which one is the most full. Grab some dashes from that sidekick spray, and now Swifty is going to be sharing a nice little looking over the entire map type condo. You can't complain about it. You got one half of the condo. Swifty got the other half, and you can just chill for the time.
And great piece, by the way, garnering another kill for themselves. So they are doing quite well right now. 14 competitors left out of our initial 34. Swifty just literally seems like he's just going to chill. I mean,
Just chilling?
That's what we're doing? Just chilling like a villain like Bob Dylan with King Felon?
Well, it's a superhero season.
All right, well, here we go. Let's get super. Swifty does not want to get caught out by 2 a.m. That's what's going on right now.
No, it's really...
They can see each other because they're both moving and not creeping along.
Like I said, it's a cowboy standoff. Whoever makes the first move might go down first, because when you lose your shields, you're going to be seeing that other competitor get that much more aggressive, and then you're just hoping and praying that it doesn't go even worse than that, than just you losing all your shields. We got OPM dot on the screen. Remember what I said before, if you got 2 assault rifles, throw one of those away.
Please.
And one of them that you should throw away is that Fury assault rifle, because now you're taking away one spot that could have some more shields. But now we're having Code Wordy just chilling, going to be trying to keep themselves alive, pop that med kit, and like I said before, it's a strategy, especially for someone like Code Wordy who's just trying to stay alive. Zafu takes down Boring Glory, but now we got OPM looking across the way, seeing that the left-hand side, someone was building up a nice little 2x2, but now OPM trying to get around, almost gets blocked off from that floor, but now going to take 2 shots into the face. Zafu slides their way right off onto the top players, goes onto the left side. OPM didn't even see them jump out of the build.
I don't even think they saw where the shots were coming from.
No.
Dude, they just got shot in the face, that just in breast area. Zafu making their way in the world today. User right now only with 80% of their shields. Will that come into play? We'll find out if they find another competitor in their way. We're down to 12 out of the 34 right now. Who's in it to win it?
I do not know, but Zen also on the screen right now, again with those kill switch revolvers. Haven't seen them grab an elimination with those bad boys just yet, but they like to utilize it. You got that bullet time where you're slowing down when you jump in the air, which is really, really cool, but I can't see it being utilized too much into this build situation.
You need to get kill switch engaged.
Yeah, no kidding. Turn that flip from off to on and really find yourself some kills, but we're having Code Wordy here still. A little bit far from the storm, but what you're seeing here is that they're trying to wait for the storm to come back to them so that they don't have to worry about moving. The storm moves to them, and honestly, when you have this much zone priority, you can't complain that much.
Well, I think Code Wordy did a little bit of math.
Oh, a little bit.
You know, and realized they just need to sit back and wait till the end of the day and get it done.
Well, at least they did math, because I'm not going to be doing that.
No, I please don't scare me with math.
28.
Numbers.
+2.
Numbers. 30. Oh, I got that.
Oh, okay. Right. See, we're helping you with your scariness, right?
Ooh, and I didn't even need to use an abacus to take off my shoes. All right, Code Wordy has 3 kills to their name, but they are sitting pretty. They're just chilling, bro.
Also found some bandages in some a nice little chest here, so they're going to be able to survive a little bit longer. Has a med kit, and with the storm moving and schmoving, they're going to be able to get even more little bit of zone priority here, just waiting for those competitors to eventually come to them. As you're seeing on the minimap, everyone's on those little bit of that south side circle, so really Code Wordy in the best spot possible, especially if you're going to be able to have as many mats as they do. They're going to be able to build themselves right back up, and when everyone starts walking towards them, it's going to be a bad situation. But Zafu having that invisibility and that extra
loadout
and an amazing loadout, legendary outlaw, legendary spire with the Raven, with the Chug Jug, you can't complain about.
No, you can't. And they've got a full Chug Jug and a 170 Chug Jug. So they
are going to be looking healthy for a minute. Talking about an apple a day, a Chug Jug a day, keep the doctor away.
Right? I mean, you don't have to go see it. Well, you might need to go see a doctor. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, if you're drinking that much soda, I would not recommend it.
Yeah, please don't. It's full of sugar and water, as David will have you know.
Hey, that's good to know.
Yeah, and that's why he's one of our trusty bartenders behind the bar here at the HyperX Arena. Grab some food, grab a beverage, get down, and definitely grab some merch on your way out.
Rod and Crawdad's going to be here with that. 2 eliminations. They've been really putting in work in this round, realizing this is the 3rd round. You are running out of time if you want to grab eliminations and get yourself in the money and doubling your money. I mean, $30 still $30.
Right.
Pac-Man 2 coming out. The remake, is $30. You can pick yourself up that, pre-order it. I highly recommend it. But now we're going to be jumping right back down to Williams and going to be building themselves a nice little layer here along with that 1x1. Seeing Kazu across the way, not going to be able to break down that wooden wall just yet. But they're going to be able to slide their way across into their build once again. Going to just say, hey, you know what? I was aggressive. Now I'm going to back off. Now you're going to be aggressive. Then you're going to back off. Pops that Chug Jug. Top themselves into that 100 apiece.
Now, do you think 2AMs are being nice to each other right now? Because they are not pushing the narrative.
Oh, Ron Crawdad going down to 21 next. But you really can't know who you're going up against, so I would just say that they're a little bit scared, and I will go with that story instead.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, they can see the houses being built next to each other, so they know that they're sharing real estate.
Unger going to try to take some shots with that Mythic. Remember, it's looking very easy to just break down some walls, especially when you got 50 bullets in that chamber. You can just, like you're seeing, when are they going to have to reload is the question. His user is honestly not looking too healthy. And then we got Zen looking down the way, not going to be able to find that user going down to Unger across the way. Tried to land those shots with the kill switch revolvers. Not going to be able to prove me wrong just yet. Still not finding much with said weapon. But now they're going to be able to put themselves into a corner, which honestly not a terrible corner when it's covered by a bush. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Running out of wooden mats though, which is not great. And Zafu controlling the skies going forward into this next circle as they drop right on down.
Yeah, taking away that position that they had. I don't understand why. Oh, man, I understand we need to make the move for the Storm, but they were in such a great position. I don't think that they needed to take it away quite yet. I think patience would have been their virtue right there. With Code Wordy and Under with kills to their name.
Especially when everyone's just camping out in their own little spot.
Right.
Having that high ground advantage and being able to just try to wreck their mats. Make them resource drain as much as you can, and you could have easily done that from where they were. So it was quite an interesting choice to try and slide your way down, and now they're onto the lake, which now you're going to have to Raven away and get into another spot, trying to get to that zone advantage. Code Wordy also going to be now sharing real estate along with Zafu. Let's see. Kazu going to be making it a rent a little bit cheaper with that 3-person house.
Yeah, they're all going over there. And they're building an estate. Who's going to get to the top? Right now, Code Wordy has it. Kazu on the ground and Zafu trying to make their way.
21 Moonex taking a ton of damage in this crossfire. We're going to be seeing now what's looking like 4 players on one side of the aisle and against another team on the other side of the aisle, trying to just survive as best as they can. 21 Moonex ready to be and then going to all try to get across the way. Going to be going right into Unger's build. Will they be able to survive? You can see them hopping in this circle, but no, not going to be able to survive that much longer. Unger bringing us to 7 players left. Zen's going to be chilling into their builds as well. Zafu going across into a nice little almost a 4x5 or like 2x3. Let's just say that, as we're going to be seeing them putting up some nice walls, trying to keep themselves safe as much as possible, trying to get onto those rooftops. No one going into the sky just yet.
No, if we were Hacksaw Jim Duggan, they'd be a 2x4, but they are not. 67 looking on the outside, trying to look in. Unger with 5 kills to their name. 67 has 0 kills. They need to do some work as we are down to the last 7 competitors.
Dashing across the way, we got Breda Beast putting themselves up into their nice 1x1 tussle is where we're going to be seeing now. Trying to just keep yourself as safe as possible by making a nice, huge potential build here. 67 taking the advantage onto the high ground. Zafu, Zen, Unger, Code Wordy, Kazu, and Breda Beast all going to be making out our last competitor. Zen taking a ton of damage from 67 from on top of the floor. We're going to be seeing now Breda Beast getting stuck onto that bottom corner here. You put Baby in a corner and you do not want to do that. They're going to be trying, whining, and all of the other things. So now they're going to be playing across the way. Got that Raven still on standby. Kazu's only got 4 of those left. Zafu having a little bit more of an advantage. Still not having to pop those chug jugs. Trying to take some shots to Kazu, but not finding much so far. All of these shots landing into some walls.
Yeah, man, I mean, this is dancing at its dirtiest right now. Kazu trying to gauge that storm and stay in the mix. They're going to pop that Raven and be able to move on to the next circle. But Zafu right now doing the same thing. They're on top of each other right now.
Kazu making some nice fortifications to their build. Going to be able to land a little bit of damage there, and there they go. Kazu taking down Breda Beast, brings us to a top 6 situation. Unger going to be able to find their staircase to heaven, which could possibly put them into the winning spot. As you see this circle getting smaller and smaller and smaller, as all of these competitors have to settle in. 67 taking damage across the sky. Unger's going to be able to shoot them out of the sky, Duck Hunt styling.
Dude, Unger has the competitive edge right now. They are up in the sky using their WAP weapons and positioning. Unger getting it done with 6 kills right now.
Code Wordy going to be able to take down Zen, and now going to have the advantage. Unger getting a little bit stuck onto the staircase, but now going to be able to build themselves right back up again. None of these competitors shooting up into that staircase. All you got to do, kill the foundation, and you'll find yourself with Unger along with these other 3 competitors. Going to now be able to get even better positioning as Unger takes this nice little corner, gets a nice little foundation as well. As you're seeing with that stability bracket there, Code Wordy, Kazu, and Zafu all stuck onto this bottom floor. And when you're going up a mountain, it's very difficult to deal with. Code Wordy down to Unger as they're going to have that passive shield regen going on for themselves, dropping right on. Oh! The Kazu gets the elimination. Unger dives to full damage. Wow!
No!
1v1 between Zafu and Kazu, as we're going to be seeing Zafu go up into that Raven, 1 shot each. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Kazu going to be breaking down, going to now have anything on standby except that Chug Jug. Going to be raving him down, but now realizing that Zafu's taking a ton of storm damage. A lot of shots coming right back out to him. Going to be able to land a little bit of damage there, only has a green sentinel. Remember, it's going to take a lot more shots than that. Zafu trying to dash right back up onto that Raven, but now dropping down onto the floor. Going to try and see them across the way. 2 HP in the dreams of Fu!
With a victory!
Wow! Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness! It came down to the final shot. Blunder after blunder after. But unfortunate for Unger, not going to be able to bring that one home. Very big blunder, but still, really great work. Almost went either which way. But thankfully, we saw Unger being able to utilize it. Took a ton of storm damage. They had the advantage throughout that entire 1v1 until they started hitting themselves onto the ground. And then they found themselves stuck on the outskirts of that storm, especially when you're sliding down off the side of the mountain, but finally turned around, grabbed that final shot, and then put it in the books going into round 4 and 5. I still do believe we have those bounties ready for you coming up momentarily.
Explain the bounties to everybody at home.
So what we have here is a bounty system in rounds 4 and 5. When you are top 3 on the podium, you're going to have a bounty on your head, 5 to 8 points, depending on how much of a lead you have against the rest of the competition. So normally, I don't think we're going to have an 8-point bounty onto anyone with how close the standings are going to be for this week. There's not going to be a 40-point victor for this tournament here today.
Now, in weeks past, it's been close, but it's been close between 1 and 2 or 1, 2, and 3. This week, it's anybody's game, and I absolutely love that. Let's check out the scores and see exactly how close it is.
Unger leading the pack with 81 points in first place. Zafu in second with 74. Pray to Beast in third with 70. Code Wordy in fourth with 69 points. Kazoo in fifth with 61. And now we're seeing a drop off.
Oh,
Moon
yeah.
X in sixth place with 45 points. 2AM Zen in seventh with 43. User with 38. Frags with 38 as well. And Kidu going to be there in 10th place with 35 points, holding down the line to make sure that no one's going to be crossing that line. Beantacular, Simba, Ginger, Shamaniaz, as we're going to be seeing Alfie, Poncho, Rex, all going down the line, all still have an opportunity to get in the money and grab themselves a nice little cashish into their pocket.
Now, as we see the other side of that board, a Cruiser, Greenway, Chicken, LeBron is the GOAT. Michael Jordan might have something to say about that, but hey, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21 points right there.
21, 21, 21, 21.
They all have a chance to get in the money.
Yes, and we're going to actually, I was wrong, 8 points for first place on that bounty board, and then it goes to 6 points across second, or 5 points across second and third place. So 8 points for first, 5 for second and third place. So if you're able to find those eliminations, you're going to be, wow, skyrocketing yourself up that leaderboard and putting yourself in a great spot. So don't be scared. Go for the fights and try to win, because bounties are live starting in round number 4.
And that's what makes it entertaining. It gives a little bit more of that competitive edge, right?
Yes.
I mean, if you think you're in the background, oh, you are not quite yet. It's time to throw down, get down, and show what everybody needs to see about you. There is no waiting in the bushes right now. You need to get into the mix.
If you're not into the mix, then you're not going to be into the mix of money that you want to grab from this entire tournament. But round number 4 with the bounties, with the stress, with the Fortnite coming up right after this quick commercial break. Please grab some food, grab some drinks, and throw a boogie bomb onto your teammates.
right now. I'm gaming with the boys, okay? I'll call you later.
Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with each step I progress, no less. Go ahead and place your bets. Cause we know where we at, we know we top tier. Cause all the hate that you bring, we know it stops here. I'm taking off like a rocket here and stopping here. It's strange how they cannot see the future but see profit here. Wait up, we gon' always win. Promise that that's not a promise, yeah, that is a threat. You know that I promise to bring the team commas. When the head is a threat, you know that I promise to bring the team commas. When the whole team win, that's when you flex. Win, and I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again.
I told you it was going to be a quick commercial break. We're right back at it again, past the halfway point. I'm Ryan my Pidgey. This is Logan Summit, and we've been bringing you the fast-paced action that is Friday Frags. We are currently getting ready for round number 4, which is now we got those bounties on the board, and that's going to our top 3 competitors, Unger, Zafu, and Bray. We're going to be seeing Unger with that 8-point bounty, Zafu with that 5-point bounty, and Bray with another 5-point bounty. So if you're able to find them on the map, kill them, you'll find yourself going up the leaderboard.
In-game, of course.
In-game, of course. Yeah, not in this map. In the game map.
In the game map. And by the way, Code Wordy in place number 4 is only there by 1 singular point. They're 69 points to the third place, Bray being at 70 points. So
could have been a different story.
Code Wordy not out of it quite yet.
No, they're going to potentially what could happen, Code Wordy, with how confident that they've been playing, could find Bray, Zafu, you know what, Unger, and get themselves going as we are getting ourselves going into round number 4 as we see Unger, our one, the only first place competitor, 8-point bounty, flying on down, trying to win the Squid Game.
So if I am the competition, what do? I go after Unger to start. That's how I would do it. What about you?
What about the end, Logan? If you're going to do that to start, what do you do then?
You know, I can't carry you through this whole broadcast, okay?
I don't think you can carry me at all, Logan. I'm like 180. Can you bench 180?
I probably can.
Bray the Beast going to be flying their way across the sky today, along with our other 2 bounties here today. Let's see what they're going to be able to find in the first chest. Oh, they got themselves a nice fire rifle and some small shields. You can't argue with that start.
Echo, 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 echo.
Is there an echo in here?
You know, I don't think so.
What?
No one's gotten a kill right off the rip, by the way. Sometimes we see some of these players shoot people out of the sky.
Just like the first round. Oh, you almost spoke too soon.
Soon, yeah.
Cruiser is now going to try and get a little bit of shots before they go down. They only got 20 bullets in this pistol, looking like it's Resident Evil, and they're back against the wall. You only got 2 shots in a dream, and there is Jay sniping them across the side of the RV, and look how many weapons they got comparatively to their 1 pistol.
Literally, no one saw that shot coming. That was a shot in the dark, and they got it for the win right there. 1 is down, and Echo right now is just trying to be like, hey, man, I want to stay alive. Or AFK, one or the other.
Or, you know what, they could have gone for the, you know, a little bit
Do
of
they
food
need to
order.
use the bathroom?
And you're not going to be able to open that capsule just yet. You got to get that S ranking on your hero ranking before you're able to open that capsule and get some great loot. But now we're going to be seeing Jay trying to land those shots. They got a ton of inventory, a ton of pistols, but they don't have any shields. So when you're back against the wall like this and only having a few more mats left, you're going to be finding yourself back to the lobby screen momentarily. And I almost spoke it too soon into existence. To get there, you're good. Come on, just one more shot. That's all it takes.
Well, Echo goes down.
Echo is going to be finding Green Web their first elimination, but Jay not going down just yet. Run, Crawdad! You saw them jumping up in the sky looking like Superman, but no, that's just a lizard.
No, Superman doesn't get killed by bullets, by the way. They just bounce off of them.
Yeah, that is very, very true. Very, very true. Ron Crawdad, though, not going to be finding any bullets. Bouncing off of Jay there. Finds their first elimination. Got a great loadout starting themselves out. Got the Raven, got the Sentinel, and got a Fury. So now all they got to prioritize getting mats and then trying to find other competitors. User is here today. Remember, they're still on this top 10 run as well. Going to be able to find themselves some great loot. That Raven got some big shields, Chug, and then you got yourself a Sentinel, a nice SMG. Really can't complain with these starts so far.
No, you cannot. And by the way, get back to it. Saturday Night Speedway will be here in the house tomorrow. Mario Kart World on the Switch 2. Getting it done. And $700 prize pool as well.
You gotta come out and experience it. The Mario Kart competitive scene is amazing. And if you're not already a part of it, realize that there's so many huge Mario Kart tournaments as well, as we see Sappy going down to never seen that username before. Nope. They changed it up. They said, I need some new skins, so I'm going to go to another account. But like I was saying before, if you want to be a part of Mario Kart World, there's so many great tournaments going on. We had MomoCon not too long ago. That wrapped up Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That was a $5,000 prize pool. At first place got $2,300. So you can't complain about that cashish going into your pocket, along with so many other amazing events going on for Mario Kart. So if you're not part of that competitive scene, please join us tomorrow, and we welcome you into open arms.
Yeah, get here around 5 o'clock. Start time will be around 6, but you got to get locked in and get signed up early because, you know, those spots, they go quickly. And if you want to save yourself a little bit of that cash that we talked about, get involved in the Discord. You can sign up early, and it will save you a little bit of that money. As Green is just shooting down at Unger right now. If they can get this kill, this would be huge.
Taking a ton of damage, and opens up the door for Unger to just say hello. Oh, like, I don't know what the mentality was in that situation, but
did they wipe their feet before they came in?
I don't wipe their feet on their corpse. That's all I'm saying. My goodness, DPG getting eliminated by their own son. That's
it's brutal. A family matters, and family doesn't matter.
Ginger snaps you. A lot of love from the Twitch chat for them. Going to be taken down. Snap there. Going to be seeing Pata here. Going to be taking a lot of damage. And
running away from the mix, dude.
Yo, Basketball kid.
Right?
Self-eliminated themselves. Died to fall damage right after, so...
And boom, we're down to 24 competitors, bro.
Already into the second storm, so we're going to be finding a very slow mid-game. Unger doing some crazy movement tech. Don't even know what that was.
No, how did they not die? That was amazing.
That was kind of insane, and potentially we're going to be seeing that happen again with those sidekick dashes. Could be the solution of it all, but now we're going to be seeing them find another competitor dashing their way across and up this mountain. You might find yourself a nice little reward here, but being at very low shield, I don't know if they were going to want to take this fight, but they land those 2 shots. Goes across the way.
Boom!
Sick is going down to Unger.
Sick just got the, could not find the doctor, could not find their apple, and they will live to play another day. We've only got one more round. After this, it's now or never. Unger right now with 4 kills and the positioning that they need. Yo, they are using some of the best movement we've seen all day today.
Yes, they have. And with that 4 eliminations, you're wondering why they are on top of the leaderboards. Why are they doing work? Because they put in the work into this game.
Right.
They know that $250 is on the line. That's a lot of money.
It is.
To say the least, you shouldn't be coming out here saying, you know what, I want to make 30 bucks and call it a day. No. Go for that first place and try to go home with some actual cash money. Ginger goes down to Kazu, though. Swifty not going to get any shots onto them as Unger slides their way down this side of the mountain, and they don't have any sort of protection when you're using that surfboard. So going to take a little damage while you're trying to get away from that situation.
Comp trying to run into the mix right now. Comp has been at the back of the pack all day long, but they're going to keep pushing forward and making their move. They do not have a good weapon loadout right now. They need some help. Trust me on this one.
Yeah, they do, as we're going to be seeing Vamps trying to find some better loot. You see that they just have too many weapons in their inventory. I will put money down that you're not going to be able to use every single weapon before you get eliminated here today, so you got to prioritize. You just need an assault rifle, shotgun, and that's it.
Heals and shields, baby, right?
Heals and shields and movement. So much more important than having another weapon in your inventory, especially the SMGs. You're never going to be able to use them before someone puts up a wall. They're not a good weapon to have in your inventory.
Especially in builds. I mean, no builds, maybe you find a home for that, but here in no builds, it doesn't have a place. And we'll see that as Madden does not take over that SMG. They're going to bypass that and move on. They were thinking about it because their long-range weapon is only a gray right now, but that SMG isn't going to help you in the long range at all.
No, it is not, as we're going to be seeing Smadden. A little bit of shots coming down. Going to be taking a little bit of shield damage. Swifty taking some shots across the way as well. Unger breaks down these walls and staircases and everything else. Now has the pickaxe and the opportunity. They try to control that, and they do get that, so that they're going to be able to edit open anything that they want, especially if they dip right on down. Here they go, a jump shot into that little window to the wall, and Unger is at 5 eliminations here today in round number 4.
5 eliminations, 21 players left. Unger is in control of this map, in control of this game. It's theirs to lose as Zen finds some shots, doesn't know where it's coming from. They're down to 91 health, no shields right now. Now they're going to put on the small shields. They've got 25 back. They're going to run another one, but they are getting caught out right now. Zen, run away! Run away! It's like a bad Monty Python movie, which they made none of.
No, they did not, as Code Wordy going to be able to find Spat in there. Pops that big shield, sees another competitor right down into the forest here today, but when you try to go into the forest, you don't know what you'll find. Maybe another monster, but they got that medallion, going to give them the movement and visibility, and otherwise, Jordan going down to Kazu, though. Got that Sentinel and that Spire. That's all you need in this game today. Along with that, Raven with the Chug Jug, big shields. Kazu got 2 on the board right now, but really, Unger's been the name to watch at this point. With that 81 points that they already had in the previous round, add 5 to it already. They are looking really good so far.
Now remember, those bounties are out though, so if you kill Unger, you're gonna grab an extra 8 points for your effort, as Chobro's doing a little bit of that swimming, trying to get in their laps.
You know, people have been loving the water recently.
Right? They're living in it.
They living in it. It's 95 degrees out. You got to enjoy summer while summer lasts. I know next week school's going to be back in town, so you got to enjoy the pool time while you have it.
I got to get my summer reading done.
Yeah, you do. You know what? Did you not get your summer report?
I did not read Great Expectations once again. I will do better, Mr. Dickens.
No, you will not. No, you will not. No, how dare you. But we got 21 Moon X doing better for themselves. Once again, got that exotic, been relying on that a lot. Very strong weapon to say the least. KK going to have that mythic Sire, which is going to be doing a lot of damage, but then going to be spawning out a lot of NPCs, trying to take down this Fire for themselves. But will they be able to take it down before another competitor is also right across the way? And they got to be. This is a really rough situation right now. You got NPCs galore across the way, along with Zafu across the way, trying to land those shots, break down those walls first, and then do the damage later. But unfortunately, not going to be able to land any damage out of the gates into this first fight.
Yeah, the walls of Jericho will not go down right now. KK with 1 kill, Zafu with 0. Who will be able to get out of the storm and keep this momentum continuing? Well, we're going to check in on Fortnite right now.
Fortnite 05, one of our arena accounts, going to be slapping down a nice surfboard. Gives yourself a lot more mobility to get around the map. Unger is going against one of the juggernauts here today, and that is not going to be one of the people with a bounty, though. So Code Wordy, remember, they're in 4th place.
They are.
So this could be a very unfortunate situation for both of these competitors. They don't want to go down just yet as 21 MoonX takes down Dogboy there. Unger going to be popping that big shield. Code Wordy shooting across the way. Hearing that they are popping said shield, you're going to be seeing Unger landing right on to the bottom floor. Puts up a nice little prison staircase here. Tries to land a shot. They do. Great damage out of the gates. Going to have to pop these small shields. And now Unger's on the aggressive. Onto the advantage. Code Wordy's looking extremely low. They're going to have to hop, skip, and jump somewhere else because Unger is not letting up onto the gas pedal. You gotta run. You gotta hide because Unger is on the hunt.
Hunger is hungry right now. Code Wordy out of the top 3 with 1 point, but only a few health points left. Unger is pushing the narrative. 5 kills.
Wow.
Unger just got shot out in the dark.
Yes, they did. Great jump shot there. Code Wordy gonna have a little bit of time to pop this chug jug, get themselves right back healed up. Unger also doing the same exact thing. It might just be an even handshake once these competitors get out and away from this situation, but we'll see if they're gonna let up on this gas pedal or this going to be a versus of the century.
All gas, no brakes, baby. Here we go. Code Wordy trying to play it safe, but Unger has the ability to get those kills. They've already got 5. As we check in on Zafu with 0 kills, trying to get that 3rd party.
Going up into the sky, and now Zafu going to be launching themselves right back to it again. Got that pistol, which, like you're seeing, gives them that extra movement, which is another exotic that you can grab from these spires. Yep. So if you're not going for these boss spires, you're doing the wrong thing because having that little bit of extra movement can save your life, as we see Unger now surviving another day from what we just saw against Code Wordy, but going in for the 3rd party, trying to make sure that they're going to resource drain as much as they can going into this 5th storm. You just want to make sure that the other competitors have less materials than you do as user, going to have to use some materials to protect themselves from Kazu across the top of the mountain.
Pops that Raven, able to get up to the top of the mountain. Code Wordy still alive with 1 kill to their name, but only 76 health and no shield. They've got to find a place to pop and drop, and they are. They're still getting shot out, though. They got a little bit of love on. They're putting some more of that love jug shield on right now as we check in with Wordy. Almost dead. 1 health left.
User.
Somebody stub their toenail.
Oh, they're going to have some time to pop that chug jug. Kazu's breaking right in, though, and that chug jug's not going to be enough as Kazu able to grab 3 eliminations so far. Really unfortunate situation that user was not able to get themselves healed right back up. Don't know if popping the chug jug was the play or potentially going for a shield or something else, but Kazu just trying to figure out what they want to grab before they go for their next victim.
Yeah, right now, Kazu looking at everybody else. Glock is up on the top of the hill, and we're going to get some pop shots out. But Glock with a great shot right back.
Oh, wait. Kazu says, I'm going back. Good shots. I am good to go. Yeah, credits to you, 21 MoonX.
Return to sender.
One of the big factors of those shots landing, having that dead eye that we haven't been seeing utilized that often. Zafu's here, going to be able to pop this big shield. Gets themselves healed right back up. Remember, they got that pistol force movement, and they're going away from this situation.
Did you see that quick build that they were able to build
so
a bridge?
They didn't get stuck
they didn't get stuck in the chasm.
Yeah,
that was some high IQ right there as Zafu is trying to take out Kazu. Fun to say.
Kazu, Zafu, why are there all these oohs? We got Vamp comps here going to be having, once again, all of these weapons, but no ways to heal themselves because they said, I'd rather have a Surge Fire in my inventory rather than some healing. So they're popping those small shields, stuck in the storm with no med kits. Zen is also here, building their way up these layers, trying to box them in, and it's only a matter of time before Vamp says goodbye for this round. Zen just waiting onto these outskirts of these walls, and really, like a fish out of water, Vamps is going down.
And there you go. The competition has landed, and we are down to 15 competitors out of our initial 34. Zen has 1 kill to their name right now, and they're going to need to get back into it. Kainu is still alive, 0 kills right now, shaking their head at us. Don't be shaking your head, shaking your head, shaking your head. Shake it off like Taylor Swift once said. Let's go, Kai. You need to get into the mix to get it done. They are at full strength right now. Let's see if they can do it. 67 is right outside the door, but they're not taking this opportunity to push.
No, they are not, as we're seeing Kai, who is one of those competitors that are trying to break that top 10 situation here. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. 67 going across the way, going to have that pickaxe, 1 HP. Doesn't look like they're going to have any sort of other solution to what's going on other than build a staircase, build a staircase, build a staircase, build a staircase, and try to make sure that Kai's just too tired to even try to eliminate them as they jump away. Gets a little bit of a bounce there. 67.
Oh, no.
Are they? No. Oh, they're just stopping.
Oh, they're done. They're done.
No way are they running away.
No, please don't run away.
Oh, 67 got taken out by Code Wordy.
Code Wordy with the kill.
So they said, you know what? I'm not trying to go against Code Wordy right now. I'm out. You can take the elimination that I worked so hard on. 2 a.m. Zen, popping that med kit, getting themselves right back up. Across the way, crossfire. They got to be a little bit careful here, especially if you're trying to just reposition yourself. You can't hide from a lot of these competitors. KK going to be taken down. Boring Glory.
I assume Boring Glory was somewhere in the water when they took him down. I'm just going to put it out there. KK right now, looking good. They've got some good weapons. They've got the heals that they need, but I would like a health pack as well.
Little bit, you know, only
right?
with that 120 chug jug left, so KK's got to be a little bit careful. Use code SHOW, going to be taken down from Kazoo, bringing us to 12 players left. KK just jumping up, trying to observe to see if they can see anyone running across these mountaintops just yet, but not going to find much. Kai also 0 eliminations. Like we said before, you got to be able to grab those eliminations to get yourself up that leaderboard, because if you don't, you're just not going to be working with placements as much as you'd like to. But if you're going to try and find, especially all these bounties that I still do believe is on the board at this point.
They are.
Bray, Zafu, and Unger still alive up until this point, I do believe. Maybe it is the play to just try and stay alive, go for those bounties, and call it a day as Zen goes down to Code Wordy. Code Wordy most definitely probably going to be grabbing that 3rd place spot going forward, or even taking out Zafu if they're able to find them on this battlefield. But Zafu having that movement pistol, kind of ridiculous to say the least, and being able to hold themselves up into this corner. Got some big shields as well, but they're going to be going across the way. Leaves the big shield behind and says, you know what? I just want to try something different.
Speaking of Battlefield, do you know there's going to be a new iteration of that game coming out soon?
A new game?
Yeah, Battlefield, baby.
A new game.
They're bringing it back.
What is the catch, though, is the question, Logan.
Well, it's going to just be $80 out of your pocket. That's the catch.
Well, you know, it's EA, and it's not in the game. But there's been a lot of great things coming out. I mean, like, when I was watching that gameplay, a little bit of a sidetracking as we wait for this circle to close in on the other competitors. I was just thinking, it looks like Battlefield 3 and 4, which I'm cool with that.
No, I'm okay with it.
But has EA learned their lesson is the question. No, they never have.
Not.
No, they have not. And I'm just waiting for the catch where they're saying you have to pay by the minute to do their Forge mode.
Do not give them any good ideas. We're in round 4 with 11 players left out of the initial 34. We only have 1 more round left in the bag, baby.
Yeah, the bag is almost out of the cat as we wait for these last 11 competitors to try and see each other, but they're all currently camping out, enjoying the weather, and just saying, you know what? We don't have to do anything until the storm gets to us, and then we're going to evacuate, looking like some Floridians, to say the least, as KK going to now trying to peek out onto this corner, not finding anyone just yet, but like I said, you want to resource drain these mats as much as possible, especially now that we're into this 8th going into the next storm. My goodness, a lot of mats are still on the board for all these competitors.
Yeah, right now, Unger, though, 5 kills. Unger is getting it done. They are in the top position, and it's their game to lose right now. We only have one more round after this with 11 players left. Unger is sitting pretty.
Yeah, really, honestly, they have great loadout. They've got a nice Sentinel on standby, got a big shield as well. I would have honestly popped that by now. There we go, finally going for it. Zafu across the way. We're going to be looking at them on the top right corner, trying to just land some shots. Oh, wow. That pistol did some damage.
Yeah, it did.
That was ridiculous.
When you finally hit it, right?
Yeah, that was kind of nuts. That was like 3 to 4 shots and their entire health bar was gone. Kind of ridiculous. One Crawdad taking a risk there, just running out into no man's land. Rate of Beast is going to be here. Chobro's going down to KK as now going to be seeing a ton of damage coming out from these competitors. Unger going down to the bottom floor. Nice little corner that they're camping in at this point. 21 Moonax also. Great loadout. With that exotic, it does so much damage. Mancho, nice little alcove here, looking a little bit Fallout-esque as they're going to be able to protect themselves from any sort of nuclear fallout that's about to happen as you see one of these competitors, 21 Moonex, taking the skies for themselves.
Yo, Unger right now, 5 kills, and they are getting it done. Unger moving over with that Raven. I thought they were going to take the top position, but they are not. They're going to settle down over here, build themselves a little hut to live in. And right now, Bookworthy's still alive, Ray to be still alive, Block's still alive, and KK doing their thing, as well as Kazu. And Poncho, by the way, a name we haven't said very often all day.
No, it has not been at all a popular name. As we're going to be seeing 21 Moonex dashing across the entire battlefield here and puts up a nice 2x2 to extend out this huge fortress of max that you're being just an entire 5-group situation across the way. Afraid of Beast is going to be able to find KK there, bringing us to a top 7 situation. Code Wordy flying across the skies, going to have that Raven on standby. Afraid of Beast also joining the party. This is a block party, and this is what the movie was based off of, if you didn't know, as we're going to be seeing 21 Moonex dashing across the way, going to now find themselves right onto that fishing outpost. Poncho going to be stuck into that storm. Kazu as well. Better get ahead of the fight. If they don't, they're going to be in a really bad spot. And as a Pidgey, I'm loving how all these competitors are flying and using that ability to the best of their ability. Poncho goes down to Kazu, finding it themselves into the corner. And Kazu's not going to be missing those shots at all. Zafu takes to the skies, and they're going to be controlling that high ground position.
And Unger right now, they're using their Raven to get themselves out of trouble, but they found themselves a little bit of trouble they are not going to be able to get out of. Everybody knows where they are, and building this house is not going to be as stable as they'd like it to be.
No, it is not. And Unger with no medkits, no heals. They got that passive healing, though, which is going to be the only thing that's going to keep them healthy at this point. Great to be also looking extremely low. Still not been able to pop those big shields. Noteworthy. Going to be able to find 21 Moonex. Don't even know they were running across the ground floor and just ran into each other, head-butted. And that's going to be leaving a headache into the next round, as we're now going to be seeing, remember, Afraid to Beast has that full bounty on themselves, along with Zafu, 5 apiece. Let's see who's going to be going down first. Will it be Unger with that 8 points, but gets shot out of the sky? They're dropping right back down. No, Zafu's still alive into our top 5 situation. I really thought Unger was going to be running it back, just like how we saw them win the previous round. Zafu going up into the sky. Got to be a little bit careful. Remember, they have that propulsion pistol that just does so much damage. Unger goes down to Bray the Beast. Bray the Beast grabs 8 points.
That is absolutely huge. Brave the Beast with some points on there. Only 2 kills to their name.
So that's 10 points.
That's 10 points right there.
That's insane. Plus this 4th place placement, if they are not going to be able to win it all here today, slip and fall. We're going to be seeing Zafu, though, going up into the top of the sky limit. They drop right on down to that tree. Brave the Beast going to be seeing them on the top ropes as well. Gets stuck into the corner, sees the competitor all along with them, does some crazy builds to get out of such a sketchy situation. Brave the Beast going to have to pop that big shield, and now Code Word goes right back to it, and they're going to be able to win that 1v1. Code Word going to be able to grab that 5-point bounty. That is huge for them. Remember, they were in a very rough spot in 3rd place, but now with that 5 points, along with 5 points, they're at 10. Zafu with 1 HP though. They got to do a little bit of something to try and survive. Stop their situation. Kazu takes to the top rope. Zafu looks like they're about to go down. Pops that Raven. They're going to have that invincibility. Code Wordy across the way. Goes onto the top of the build. Trying to survive Zafu, though, for not that much longer. They go down to Code Wordy. Shoots right back at it again. Kazu goes down next. Code Wordy is our next victor.
That's a victory royale as we go into round number 5.
Wow.
Round number 4 is done. Bro, so super exciting today.
Yeah, Code Wordy's going to be skyrocketing up that leaderboard. Remember, they were able to grab a ton of bounties on the board, so I don't even know how much they're going to go up. I know they got that 25 points with those 10, so that's 35 plus whatever they got, so that's going to be insane going into this final round. I don't even know what to expect. I mean, Unger going down a little bit early, unfortunately, but now that's going to be flipping it all upside down on that leaderboard once we get those points ready.
Unger went under early. Just saying.
Under.
Saying. Yo, Unger has been showing up and showing out today, doing their due diligence. However, it's not enough. Everybody's right behind. I can't wait to see these point totals because it is going to be too close to call as we get into the next round, the last round. Round number 5 of Friday Night Frags, baby, featuring Fortnite right here at the HyperX Arena inside of the lovely and luxurious Luxor Hotel. Haven't been able to say that all day.
No, you have not, but now we are here. We are getting ready, and we're getting those point totals tallied because you're definitely going to want to pay attention on where everyone's landing in this leaderboard because, my goodness, coming down to this final round, this is probably the closest Frags we've had in a very, very, very long time.
Closest since I've been here.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, usually Baka's the one who's out here dominating the competition, but we got that Fortnite Championship Series, taking out some of these competitors, Quantize, Baka, etc. You will be seeing a lot of these competitors prioritizing that because that is just a huge, huge tournament as well. But having $1,000 on the line secured, we'll see who's going to be going home with that $250 first place prize momentarily. Logan, honestly, from this leaderboard, I don't even know who you're expecting moving who, what, where, and why.
I hate to do this, but Bray, after you wished me a happy birthday, you did not show up that day. So I know this is your day to win it.
Honestly, Bray has been doing work. Have they been doing as much work as Code Wordy or Unger? I mean, it's hard to say, but I'm still curious to see. Potentially, they could work their way up, especially they've been grabbing those top 3 finishes, ending up on that podium. They have a huge chance of winning this today.
They definitely do. They're in the mix, but Code Wordy, last round, able to show up and show out and do their job. And their job in Fortnite is to grab kills and get victories. That's what it's all about, right?
It really is. And if you're not grabbing kills, then you better be grabbing a victory because you're not going to be getting in the money solely by staying alive and getting placements. I mean, you could, but it's not going to happen, especially once you're seeing that it comes down to these last few storms. You're having the sprint, you're having the tunnel, you have to protect yourself, you have to be quick on your builds. If you aren't, you're running into another competitor and they're going splat and you're done for. So placements are not good enough in this tournament alone.
It's not Splatoon 3, I can tell you that much. Isn't that game coming out soon?
There is a new Splatoon game coming out momentarily, and I just got confirmed. Yes, I was right. code wordy, grab that second and third place bounty, which is going to be insane. So that's an additional 10 points to what they just had, and that puts them on top into the 5th round tonight. They're at 111 points to Unger's 104, to Bray's 99, to Zafu's 96. And with these bounties still on the board, and I do believe it's going to be the same point total, 855.
Yep.
This is going to be quite interesting, to say the least. 89 for Kazu, and then we see the drop. Wow. To 61 points to Moon X. Zen with 54 in 7th. Kedu with 51. User in 9th place with 47. Bean in 10th with 46, and Brax right behind him, 43, 42, 39. Still anyone's game to get in the money, especially if you're able to find those bounties.
Well, I'll tell you this. It's anyone's game as far as winning this, except for if you're out of the top 4. Top 4 has it on lock right now. Would you say numerically?
I think
we don't do math up here.
No, we don't do math. We just yap a lot, and we tell you when there's going to be a commercial break, and that's going to be right now. So grab some food, grab some water, and get ready for this final round of Friday Frags. See you soon.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hello? Mom, not right now. I'm gaming with the boys, okay? I'll call you later. right now. I'm gaming with the boys, okay? I'll call you later.
I told you it was going to be a quick commercial break. We're already back and getting everyone into the battle bus seated, buckled up. Just kidding, there's no buckles on the bus because for safety reasons, it's better not to have seatbelts on a bus. But we are getting ready for round number 5. I'm Ryan, my Pidgey. This is Logan Summit, and we currently have a 3-person run for a first place victory here today. And I cannot wait to see who's going to be able to take that crown and hold it on their head for the rest of the days here today.
Well, I can tell you this. It's time to get down like a clown like Charlie Brown and turn that FORTNITE frown upside down. It is time for the final round. Round number 5, HyperX Arena. Are you still with me? I'm sorry, HyperX. Do that again. I said HyperX Arena. Are you still with me? That's what we like to hear. Evo is in the house. We are in the house. That's Pidgey. I'm Logan. It's time for round number 5, and it is time to get down because somebody will be victorious.
Will they be on Nickelodeon is the question of the day. Serving it up Gary's way. We remember it's Cold Wordy with 111. We got Unger with 104, and then Bray with 99 points. But right behind him, Zafu with 96. And with this bounty system, anything can happen. 855, you're going to be finding a whole ton of points if you're able to find them on the map here today. We're getting ready. Friday Frags. We are going to be seeing this final round and only one victor going home here today with $250 in their pocket and a bunch more money for everyone else. But first place is the only thing that matters here today.
Bragging rights are a big deal as well.
Really?
Yeah, because I like
to
talk
know your
trash.
bragging rights?
Well, I brag against you all the time because you can't win to save your life.
Really?
Oh, I've seen you
say
play,
that to my 3
Fortnite.
Speedway titles, buddy.
Oh,
are you ever going to get 3 Speedway titles?
Take your Schwinn and put it in the garage, my friend.
No, I will not put it in the garage because I got no room in the garage. Thank you very much.
All right, well, that's your roommate's issue right now as we check in on KK. Dropping down, getting it done. It is the final round of Friday Night Frags, baby.
Unger already going for some mats. Got a little bit of inventory here today. Really prioritizing the same drop over and over and over again. So if you are wondering, hey, you know what, where should I be dropping? Take some notes from the top-ranked competitors.
Well, if you're code wording right now, you want to drop in and take Unger's wind out of his wings.
Yes, you do, Kedu. Going to be starting us out. 21 Moon X out for the count. Remember, they were at 61 points. So they are still going home with money, but a lot less, being the first one eliminated out of the battle bus here on this final round.
Right now, Kazoo, the 2 a.m. crew, sitting there getting a little bit of shield on, but they're going to be found out by 67.
This is not good, especially if they're trying to work their way up. Kazoo's here at 89 points in 5th place. They cannot find themselves a loss so early because they do. They're basically confirming a 5th place finish.
Yeah.
You know they were aiming for something higher, especially with Bray and Zafu right in their sight lines. But dropping on down, you're going to be seeing 67 jumping right back up again. Kazoo, they're doing a little bit of musical chairs there. Zafu taking down Kai. Slim Queen eliminating.
Taking down Slim Queen? Must be fall damage.
It was not fall damage. Oh, a bot! Oh, a bot eliminated!
No!
Oh,
no! Not in the final round. That's not what you like to see.
You were going for the Spire, and the Spire did
Yeah, the Spire bot got him. Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's sad. Sad face.
Very sad. Unger taking down Sappy. 67 still just crouching around the way. We got Dog Boy taking down Use Code, already bringing us to 28 players left into this first storm.
Dude,
where did everyone just drop in the same spot? This is actually insane.
I blinked and I thought I missed it, but here we are, 28 players left right off of the rip. We haven't even gotten through the first storm. We've got 40 more seconds left.
Yes, we do. Let's see, with 40 seconds, how many more people are going down. Cruzier and Jordan going to be going down to Ron Crawdad and Sick. Great work by these competitors. I got to give credit to Ron Crawdad. We've seen him come out time and time again, but here today, they have looked more confident than they ever have been.
Well, they're playing with a purpose today. They've
Whose
definitely
purpose?
been in the mix.
I didn't see it.
Well, you know what? I haven't
playing
seen
with
it
who?
either. Purpose 67.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Here we go. Ginger snapped you. Well, they need to get some more snaps going on because right now they are in 16th place.
Yeah, got a lot of distance to make up. 8 points, though, it's very feasible, but you got to get that loadout on lock. You're seeing, hey, they got 2 assault rifles. For what reason? Are you going to be using?
I don't know why.
You're going to be using both assault rifles? No, especially the build mode. And no builds, potentially. You know what? I can see that happening. But
I
even
can
then,
see that.
all you need is a shotgun assault rifle, call it a day. Get yourself a ton of heals, a ton of shields. Keep yourself safe.
Should we make you a t-shirt that says all you need is a shotgun and a rifle?
Honestly, that would be kind of fire.
Oh my gosh, look at KK about to try to get it done today. Will they be able to take this boss out and get that medallion? It's so very important. We've seen so many victories off of the medallion win.
Yes, we have, and it's so important, especially with that mythic that you're going to get out of said boss fight. No one else is dropping out with you. We got DPG. It's looking like the John Wick skin, so let's see if they're going to be a little bit of more accurate John Wick going on for themselves. I've been wanting to get this skin also because I've been kind of on a Keanu Reeves buff recently, especially with the John Wick movies. Saw Ballerina not too long ago. Was very fun. If y'all haven't already seen it, I recommend it. DPG trying to take some shots across the way, not going to be able to land it. We know the real boogeyman would not be missing those shots.
No, yo, man, are they going to make a John Wick 5?
Yes, they have
they are already.
He said he would.
How many times can that dude lose his dog?
How many times can he get shot? Is the question. I'm wondering.
Yeah, John Wick 4 was basically just him taking guns away from people and then killing them with those guns.
Oh, 100%. And it was enjoyable all the time.
Yes, it was, right?
KK taking down Kata there, especially the overhead shot with that flame shotgun, giving me Black Ops vibes, being able to just track it like it's a video game. I just love the choreography in those movies. They're so fun. But they're going to have that mythic, like I said, Spire from that boss along with that medallion, making it a little bit easier in the world today.
Keanu actually said, though, this will be his last one.
Right.
Because
just like John Wick 4 was the last one.
He says he's getting too old to do it.
He said that about John Wick 4.
Well, you know what? They just keep offering him more money, more money, more money.
You can't turn down the money.
Yo, when they give you $30 million to do something, you say, jump how high, sir?
And that's what he's going to be doing, breaking his knees. I do not know how these, especially like Tom Cruise and stuff, let's be honest.
Tom Cruise is on a different level, but that's because of Scientology.
He's also like 60.
What?
Huh?
What? Huh?
Scientology?
No.
Huh?
All right, here we are. Green right now picking up that med kit. They're going to seriously need that. They've got some shields, but they've only got some green weapons behind them. So they're going to need to pick up a little bit more chest load.
Yes, they will. And remember, if you do want to be involved on when these tournaments are happening, because we did have our pre-Evo local already. If you want to be a part of the Allied Esports Discord, if you're not a part of that Discord, you won't get the instant updates that we put out weekly on when these tournaments are happening. So when you sign up on StartGG, please join that Discord and be a part of all of that as well. So we're going to be seeing Brave Beast versus Code Word. It's going to be a crazy situation now because Brave has a little bit of a bounty on their head. Code Wordy wants it. Remember, Code Wordy's in first place with that 8-point bounty on their head. Drop it on down. They're saying, Bray the Beast, you better be praying to the Beast, because if you're not going to get the money here today. Trying to figure out where they want to go next. These builds are coming out fast, but unfortunately, their health bar is draining even faster, as we're going to see Code Wordy trying to break through. And they're trying to land some shots, missing it onto this left side. Code Wordy not letting up on the gas pedal just yet. Jumping right up top, trying to find a way, but in this location in particular, you're seeing all these different buildings. Makes it a little bit harder to box someone in.
Well, each one of these top competitors will secure their first kill if they do garner it. As we are seeing Code Wordy kind of hop, jump, and skip away. Brave the Beast still over there grabbing some mats, and we're going to check in on Comp right now. Everybody pretty much with 0 kills, even though we're already down 11 players, if my math is correct. And Comp just...
12.
12? Yeah. Like I said, if my math is correct.
Well, it was.
Oh, now. All right, I see it. And Comp just taking a minute into themselves.
Kazu going to be breaking up that rooftops, finds a treasure chest into the attic, as we all would. Nice little restaurant that they're chilling in. What are you ordering at this restaurant, Logan? What's your favorite thing to eat?
French fries.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I love some French fries, bro.
Wow.
I could do the devil's deed to French fries. I love some French fries, bro. Pizza, French fries, put French fries on top of pizza. Get crazy.
I don't know if I'd want French fries with pizza.
Yes, you do.
Like, that's just so unhealthy.
I didn't say, you didn't say, would you like a salad?
I feel so bad. But right now we're going to be seeing if Hunger's going to be feeling bad here today, getting blocked out so far, and now having to build themselves nice little protection from that shot. Great work there. A little bit of a jump shot as well. Hunger not backing down into this fight just yet, but they might. They're going to have to pop this big shield. Both these competitors going to be healing themselves right back up again. Seeing that passive shield healing as well. Ron Crawdad on this bottom floor, trying to find a shot. They don't land it onto that right side. The wall was up onto that roof. So you're going to be seeing how much more difficult it is to land these little bit of angles and these shots. The Hunger slides right on down, and they're going right into this building. Ron Crawdad, a little bit slow on those builds, but on those edits, but like
build themselves into a corner, literally.
Like a million.
Oh, you think they're hiding? I don't think so. I think Hunger knows exactly where they are.
Yep, and they're going to be able to get that edit going. Tries to build up a window, not going to find that shot just yet, as Ron Crawdad almost walked right into their crosshairs.
Into it. Yep.
But now going right over to Code Wordy here, going to be now finding and fighting still Braid to Beast across the way. Let's see what they're going to be able to do as Ron Crawdad goes down in 23rd place.
And then 21st place right now is everyone on the map. Code Wordy's got 0 kills, though, in the final round. Code Wordy needs to do some damage right now. They are finding Braid to Beast. This would be a huge kill for Code Wordy.
Oh, 100%. This would be insane for
this would be maybe a finals matchup right here.
I mean, it definitely, most definitely is, because having Code Wordy being in first place, having 5 additional points on top of that, kind of makes it even harder for Unger to bring it all back here today. But Code Wordy still going into this build battle fight. The resources are looking extremely low. But what will they do at this point? Are they still just going to resource drain over and over and over again? Or are they going to try and fight and get into the fray? The Beast is waiting for them right below the way, as we're now trying to just wait for one person. But Braid to Beast currently winning this exchange, back-to-back shots landing from their shotgun.
Push it real good. Do your salt and pepper impersonation right now. Code Wordy trying to get that health on, trying to get that shield on. Braid to Beast up top, getting it done. Let's see. No, they're gonna run away. To fight another day.
Braid to Beast going across the way, going to take a lot of shots. Code Wordy with the accuracy. They're gonna be flying across the map, trying to land that side shot, going into that side wall. Not going to be able to find much just yet, but goes right through it. And now with those wooden logs being the only things left that Braid to Beast has in their inventory, Code Wordy has the advantage. Look how many mats that they have left. This is actually an insane situation. Braid to Beast is going to be popping that razor once again, but Code Wordy says, no, 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 I am not letting you go. After trapping me in for so long, Braid to Beast taking a ton of shots to the back of the head as well. But Code Wordy taking a little bit of time, got to pop that big shield, get the shields right back up, and get right back into the fight. Will they go for it, though, is the question. Trying to shoot out the foundation and not going to be able to take down Braid to Beast here today. I think that's where that fight ends.
Yeah, Code Wordy did not understand that Braid to Beast left the battleground. Unger right now with 2 kills and almost all health, getting shot from behind. You didn't even see where it's coming from. They're going to need to do some due diligence to get right back up to 100%. 21 players left in our initial 34. This is the last round of Frags number 162.
longer. Going to be finding themselves some more mats, utilizing a ton of them in that fight. You're seeing they're down to 56 apiece. DBG jumping up onto the top row. Arena count versus DBG. And the boogeyman goes down. John Wick is done for.
And that's all she wrote right there. Murder is the case that they gave me. And you know what? A local account getting it done.
A local account grabbing
yeah,
their
we like that. Right?
I do. You know what? They said, I saw a FORTNITE tournament. I want to be a part of it. And they took down one of our regulars. Can't complain about that.
No, you cannot. As 67 right now, trying to shoot them out of the sky. Not going to get it done. They're going to run away to play another day. They are up to 100% on all of their health, all of their shields, but still doesn't have a kill to their name.
No, they do not, but Zafu does, as they once again grabs their favorite pistol in the game so far. You get that by eliminating the Spire bosses and grabbing these exotic weapons, and you're seeing it gives them movement, it gives them damage. You cannot complain about how much this pistol does work for you, other than it really doesn't shred walls that easily.
No.
But you know, users just being hopping, skipping, jumping all across the way. Zafu trying to get away from this storm. Puts up a wall, puts up a little bit of a barrier, and now they just waiting for that other competitor to come on out and try to take some shots out.
Well, they're waiting for him to push it, and they're going to have to. User is going to have to get on there. Zafu is going to have to move as well, but they've got the gun that has the movement ability right now. Look, they took the gloves away from you. They haven't taken the gun away. You've got to utilize that to be able to move over this map.
Yes, they will. And the entire build comes crumbling down. Zafu gets the elimination from destroying the build, and now they're going to try and make it a buy one, get one free sort of situation for themselves. They're going to take a little bit of a damage. Even trade from both of these competitors are now trying to peek through this window, trying to see where they're at, trying to build around them, and they get him!
Oh, what a kill!
Bringing it in. Fresh Zafu now going to be able to get that buy one, get one free eliminations.
And Comps is a little AFK right now, just chilling out. 0 kills, waiting, buying their time. I don't know if this is the best strategic
I mean,
position
they're a vampire. They got to move at night, right?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Well, hopefully they'll be able to see what they're doing there and not grabbing any eliminations on this final round. But users here in the storm don't know what they're going to find in said chest. But Ginger snapped you. A lot of love for them in the chat right now.
Oh boy, did you just see that?
Yeah, they were
you
looking
saw
down
what
the
I saw,
mountain.
right? Yeah.
They were trying to see what they wanted to do. Knew they weren't going to land that shot. Though.
Coming down the mountain when they come.
They're coming around when they snap you.
Code Wordy making a move right now. Code Wordy with 0 kills, though. I mean, where are all these kills left? Because we've got 18 players on the map. I mean,
top-ranked competitors are not grabbing them, but all these other players are, so that might change up the leaderboard that much more as well. Got to be able to grab that nice capsule there. What you get for being more aggressive and surviving that much longer. We got Kedu here with that S ranking, giving yourself some boons, some passives, and gonna have that medallion for that movement. So they are just flying around this gas station, not even caring on what's going on. And you're seeing that little bit of a crouch slide there as well. So if you want to figure out how to be a little bit faster in this game, take some notes right now.
Yeah, well, Zen doing their best job up there. Just getting it done. They still need a kill. They've only got 50% shields, but they are throwing it down across the street. Now they realize that they are done up top. Somebody has WAP on them, weapons and positioning, but they're still going to keep it up. Yo, man, I would move out of the way. Move, Pidgey, get out the way, Pidgey.
Get out of the way, as we're going to be seeing Boring Glory again now to the way of Dogboy, and now going trying to drop in onto Swifty. Oh, Swifty runs it back onto KK. KK making a huge mistake dropping into their build, not even realizing where they were at, and Swifty finds their first elimination of this round.
That's exactly what Swifty needed right there. Dogboy with 2 kills to their name right now, but they are about to get killed if they do not work themselves out of this position.
No, they will not, as they are currently getting a little bit of crossfire action, tons of damage coming out here today. Code Wordy going to try and peek around these corners and try to just resource dump as best as they can. Girl, Ginger snapped you, going to use that Raven, dash across the way, sees a fight but getting third-partied themselves, maybe even a fourth-partied, as some shots getting on landing. Unger's looking super low. Oh my god, they're at 1 HP.
This could be huge right here.
It is huge. Unger is down.
Gosh. Zen has found their happy place. They got the kill. It's 2 a.m. somewhere in the world today, and they got the win right there. Down to 15 competitors. That was huge. Unger is out.
And that is a bounty +5 to their points right now. Zen has the opportunity to overtake Moon X on this round, and that's potentially as far as they're going to be able to go unless they're going to be able to grab more eliminations and win this match. Then they could take over Kazu's spot, and Dogboy going down to Bray the Beast. One of our arena accounts going to be the next up onto the cutting room floor. 13 players left into storm number 6.
Code Wordy right now, it's theirs to lose. I mean, they are in first place by a few points. They've got it, and right now they got a kill off a basketball kid. Maybe try football next time.
Code Wordy going to be only having that one elimination so far into this round, and when you only have Bray the Beast and Zafu to worry about, it's not a bad spot to be in. Unger, the second place competitor with 104, they're not going to be able to take that first place spot anymore. Bray and Zafu are the only ones left, and let's see if they're going to be able to take this opportunity to skyrocket themselves and potentially take down Code Wordy. But Kazu, remember, they're in 5th place. Zen's the only one that's going to be able to contest with their spot, but even then, they're at 89 points.
Yeah, right.
Zen's 54.
Right now, like I was saying, it's definitely Code Wordy's game to lose.
Oh, 100%. I mean, they have the lead, they have the points, and now it's really up to them if they're going to make a blunder and eliminate themselves like they did previously, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will see. Zafu with that great movement, using that gun to propel themselves through this map. Chill Bros in the air, waving their hands like they just don't care.
Putting down those walls, and now you're going to be seeing a lot of jumps from Zafu saying, you know what, I'm going to try and break off through here. And they do get rid of that foundation, which allows Zafu to take advantage of this nice little 1-by-1. Gonna miss that first shot, but gets the second one going. And you know what? They're just doing a little bit of tomfoolery. Said, you know, I'm just gonna take a few shots on that wall.
His name's Zafu, not Tom, by the way.
Tom. Zafu foolery, as we're going to be seeing Bray the Beast going to be in a pretty rough situation, but then Zafu jumping right back to the other fight. Thought they were going to go for that third party, but no, they said, you know what, they definitely need some more mats. They only got 34 wood, 0 brick for themselves, so if they're able to, prioritizing that is going to be the #1 thing you got to do. Bray the Beast taking down Vamps and gonna try and keep their run going here today. Remember, they're in 3rd place with 99 points. They gotta be, or someone else, be the ones to take down Code Wordy, or they're gonna be the victor of tonight's event.
Well, I don't see how anybody else can numerically do it.
I mean, 99 to 111, if you're able to grab that bounty.
The bounty, that's what it's about. It's about the quicker picker-upper right there.
And Zen goes down to Code Wordy, extending their lead a little bit more. 2 eliminations on the board for themselves. So you got to start thinking, if you are one of these other competitors, do you just try to survive, work your way up, fight for 2nd place, or are you going to try and go out there and find Code Wordy and grab that 8 points? Currently going to be seeing Zafu going for these bricks. Remember, they got to get some materials for themselves. Only 2 logs onto their side. Popping that Jug with a little bit of protection.
10 competitors left. By the way, when we were outside during our break, I heard one of the dads trying to tell whomever was on the other side of the line exactly what is all about these bounties. And you know what? It really does switch up the game and keeps everybody in it to win it.
Yeah, it really does. And I love that we've implemented that and kept it around. So many competitors complaining about it because it gave other competitors a chance to come back in the game, and you didn't take the opportunity like they did to try and find these bounties. But Zafu is flying across the way, trying to get that zone priority. We talked about it time and time again. 8 storms in. We're gonna be seeing a little bit of action happening here today. Code Wordy going for some more bricks as well. Their materials looking a little bit low, almost at those halfway points as well.
Yeah, right now Code Wordy with 2 kills and trying to get some mats up because they're going to need these mats as they have been found out and they're being shot out right now, having to do a little bit of building.
see what Zafu can do here today. Trying to just use that pistol. It doesn't do a ton of damage onto these walls. User going to be on that top right corner along with 67 here. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Gets bounced across out of the storm. That's the power of the pistol, and now they're going to have to surfboard right back into it again. And right back out they go! Oh my god, the disrespect is insane.
It's palpable right now. 67 just getting shot all over the map. It's not even like their movement counts.
Code Wordy going to be dashing across the map, finding themselves into a nice little security bush. Peeping themselves out of that bush. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. Chobro's going down to Zafu. 9 players left in this tournament. Let's see what they're going to find. Code Wordy still just corner camping this situation. See Zafu across the way. Tons of damage landing.
Oh, are they going to be able to get him in the air? Bray the Beast trying to do their damage, but they get damage. They pop the Raven. Oh, Bray the Beast goes down. Oh my gosh, we're down to 7 competitors in the last round. Oh my gosh, Frags is going down. Code Wordy right now is in complete control.
Yes, oh my goodness. I mean, I don't know if we're even going to be in a situation.
No, Code Wordy won.
Code Wordy's in it, and they're going to win it, and they're currently in the high ground. And oh! They get launched out into the storm again. They are just being ridiculous. Zafu able to land so many clutch shots, and that's one of the biggest things from that pistol, that you're able to launch someone away and into the storm.
That's not a burst, that is definitely a clutch right now, and clutch is what Code Wordy is, with 3 kills to their name and the points to do it. Zafu with 4 kills. If Zafu can actually grab a number 1 finish, a victory royale, if you will, I don't know if it's enough points.
Zafu building themselves up a nice little 2x2 for the time being before the Storm's going to be pushing them right across the way. We got Zafu looking up onto the top rope, trying to get him to drop down, but they're going to be able to take down User there. Great work, putting themselves up to 5 eliminations on this match. But with 5 players left, Code Wordy might as well put it in the bank. We're fighting for 2nd place.
Yeah, right now everybody fighting for supremacy, but Code Wordy has the WAP, weapons and positioning, baby, and 3 kills to their names.
We have found the solution to the high ground, and it's Zafu with the pistol, launching them out in the side of the storm. Code Wordy going to be taking a ton of storm damage. So is Zafu, but Zafu's out for the count. No more pistol for this match, as Kazu going to be able to find that one.
Kazu.
Code Wordy takes out Poncho. Code Wordy takes down Kazu. And now Swifty stuck in the storm. Code Wordy is our victor.
Victory Royale, getting it done. Dude, that was intense. Wow. And that was insane. Code Wordy came to play today.
There was no other way to say that I wanted to be 1st place. Then having zone priority, staying in the circle, seeing everyone else fighting in the storm and saying, what are they doing out there? I don't know what the game plan was, but and wins the entire thing. Code Wordy, a deserved win to say the least. And you're hearing the announcement, top 10, do not leave the venue. We're going to be able to get a picture of you, put you on our socials, HyperX Arena, every single where, twitch.tv/Allied Esports, if you want to clip any of the moments here today. And we'll be able to feature it into a nice little montage reel like you saw today as well. So clip whatever favorite moment you had, and we'll be able to put it all together and show it off to everyone here in the arena and online, and we'll be able to credit you as well.
And don't forget to join us for Speedway tomorrow. We're going back to nighttime, baby. Doors open at 5 p.m. Game time around 6. Get here and get here early. Get signed up because, ooh, man, we're going to have a full house tomorrow. It was a full house tonight. Thank you to everybody on the upper level, the bottom level, and all of the other levels. It has been truly amazing today. We also want to thank our good friends at Allied Esports for paying us, actually. Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
And also, Omen, thank you so very much for making sure our games play so very sweet. And keeping you comfortable in those chairs. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's Arika Ergonomics. Man, Pidgey, today was another barn burner, brother.
It was, and we waited for that barn to burn to the very end until we saw the victor. And honestly, Code Wordy deserved the victory here today, and we got the scores. Let's write it down, put it in the history books. 155 points for Code Wordy.
Way to play today. Yeah, HyperX, let him hear it. Yes.
A performance of all time. Zafu right behind him in second place. They're going to be moving their way up into the leaderboard a ton. Remember, they were in fourth place in the previous round. Unger going to be in third place, dropping down one spot. Bray with 113. Kazu with 112. 1 point difference between 3, 4, and 5. And then look at that drop off. Brax with 69 points. Moon X with 66. Tying with Zen. Keru with 63. And Poncho tying for that top 10. And User missing out by a single point here today. That's why surviving and getting eliminations is so important.
Survival is is part of the fittest, right? You got to be part of that. But one name that we're not seeing up on that board because they weren't here today was Baka. Baka, one of the top competitors in all of Fortnite across the world, not here today. So let's see if Unger, Bray, and
Code Wordy
can get it done against Baka. Do you think they have what it takes?
It will only be the matter of time before we see them back in the house as well, but gotta congratulate Code Wordy one more time with an absolute dominating victory. Always love to see Zafu out here with us as well, being able to grab that second place. All of these competitors played us so insanely well. They were aggressive, they were confident, and they did not back down at any given point. As Nick A31 said, never back down, never what? As we get ready for another amazing event when next week we got a brand new season, brand new weapons, and get yourself ready for that.
Duos, by the way.
It's duos?
Yeah, duos.
Got confirmed?
Yeah, we're doing duos before we go back to school, so get your pencils and papers secured because we're doing some duos, baby.
That is going to be great. Grab a friend. Come on down to the HyperX Arena.
Make a new friend.
Next week for that duos event, but that will wrap us up for this Friday Frags. I'm riding my Pidgey. This is Summit Logan, and we will be back next week for some more Friday Frags action. Please stay safe, stay wonderful, and we truly do appreciate every single last person who has come out to this tournament. Without all of you, this would not happen. I wouldn't be here. He wouldn't be here. So we greatly appreciate everyone who flies out, drives, or even takes an Uber to get here. We appreciate you to coming out to Friday Frags. Hope to see you all next week for the next season. See you soon.
We're almost there.
What's up? You guys finally made it.